Oh, what's up, you beautiful people? Welcome to Nothing is Perfect. It's time to watch Vancouver versus Winnipeg. Vancouver Canucks, Winnipeg Jets. Game 5 of the sweet, merciful road trip. Last game, Tuesday night. Welcome. Today, we're going to, like I said, watch the Canucks versus the Jets. We're going to start off by saying hello to all the beautiful people who are already here in chat. We're going to go through the new and improved stats that you want, but you don't really need. Yes, the new and improved stats that you want, but you don't really need. We're going to go through the Canucks lineup. There is a lineup change tonight. It is a good one. I'm sure you guys have all heard about it, but we'll talk about it during the lineup. During the first intermission, Dustin's going to be by for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. We're going to talk about the usual stuff, the ups and downs. We're going to talk about the roster change that happened. We're going to talk about the Canucks defense and how it's doing so far this season. We're also going to talk about Hockey Talks, which is an event that's happening in Winnipeg tonight. And then we're also going to get an update on the Abbotsford Canucks from Dustin. 2 games to get updated on. And they're also playing tonight. So lots of Abby Canucks stuff to talk about. During the second intermission, we're going to get my brother from down under. My brother Ryan is going to be joining the stream. He's going to be chatting about his hockey fandom and as well his experience of playing ice hockey in Australia. Should be lots of fun. And then on the post-game show, Dustin will be by and we'll chat about how everything went against the Winnipeg Jets here tonight. For everyone who doesn't know, we are open to memberships here on Nothing is Perfect. So if you do want to support the channel via monetary means, you can always click that join button right below me. That gets you a couple of different benefits. That gets you the custom emojis that you get to use while chatting in Nothing is Perfect. We got a bunch. We got a Dobby one. We've got a Canucks Uncensored because they won the trivia contest, the other YouTube channel, Canucks Uncensored. We've got Trevor Linden. We've got a square jar. We've got a rule book. We got a custom goal emoji for when the Canucks score. So should be fun. You also get the loyalty badge, which you'll be seeing beside some people's names here in chat. And the more the more months that you are a member of the channel, you'll start getting numbers. So you'll see some people have the 1 beside their name. As well, we'll do a monthly members chat only, which we did on Boxing Day in December. So we'll have another one coming up near the end of this month. And as well, I always try and do some priority chat reads for anyone who's a member of the channel. So without further ado, let's say hello to those beautiful people who are sitting in your chat. And I know there was a couple messages that came in before I can start showing it. So Zach McNally, 25 Leafs, go Vancouver Canucks. He's back on the Canucks bandwagon after cheering for Toronto last game. He was pretty sad. Calvin99 Charlie also says, Rick Rippin night, rest in paradise, buddy. Yeah. So Hockey Talks night. And we'll talk more about that with Dustin. And then, as of course, Hachiko putting the goal emoji in chat there. Ready to go, Hachiko. Welcome. Jake takes hockey first. 12-1, Canucks win. And Hachiko's like, no, you're not. Welcome, Jake Takes Hockey. Jake will be joining us on Thursday when the Canucks are playing against who are they playing that night? The Los Angeles Kings. So he'll be joining us during the second intermission. Jake Takes Hockey. Never mind. Laugh out loud. Hachiko, haha. Jake Takes Hockey. How are you so quick? And then Hachiko's like, it's called unemployment. Unemployment says the student who's constantly doing homework. You may be unemployed, but you're probably working harder than most of us anyways. Jake's Takes, laughing about it, clapping. Jake's Takes, I'll be back, gotta charge my phone. Oh, yeah, you're gonna want a full charge for this. Good thing I charge my phone a bit too, so we should be good. Hachiko, have fun charging your phone. And then Hachiko says, okay guys, my Orca blanket came in the mail today. Let's see how much luck this gives us tonight. Orca blanket. It's my mom selling you Orca blankets already. Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. Hey, my gorgeous Canuckers. Welcome, Jacob. Nice to have you, brother, as usual. Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. Learned my name. Jacob was actually Jack Kirby's name, but short and super cool. Named after Jack Kirby, eh? Noah Dang says, 100 Jets win. So I think Noah thinks that the Vancouver Canucks will not be winning the game tonight. And Jacob says, hi, Noah. And Noah says, hi. And then Jacob says, Jets are my second favorite team so far. I'm okay with either tonight. So you win no matter what. Jets win, you win. Canucks win, you win. Sounds like a win-win situation for you, Jacob. Mike Torrance, good luck, Canucks. Welcome to the chat, Mike Torrance. Hey, Mike. And then Mike Torrance says, Hachiko, Jacob, Noah. And Hachiko's like, Mike? And then Jacob's like, Hachiko? And then Hachiko's like, hi, Jacob. Uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. And then Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. TikTok is getting banned. Is it official? Or are they secretly trying to help Elon Musk buy it so that he has a propaganda machine all over the globe? Did I say that out loud? Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. My 55 followers are going to be upset. Huh? What kind of videos do you do on there, brother? Hachiko, not only that, the US servers will be shut down, so anything that came from the US is going to get deleted. Oh, so it's actually happening. No dang, the Jets win. That's okay, Noah. Jets are cool. Mike Torrance, yeah, that's my fear. Nucks are just cooler, says Jacob. Juleson out. Hronek in. Yeah, Hronek is in, but I won't tell you what the actual lineup is until we get there. No dang, Canucks fan. Jacob, is your brother perfect or no nothing? My brother is perfect because he is my perfect little brother. Even though he's not little, he's bigger than me. There's no justice in the world. Leah in the chat, Leah Herring. Hello. Hello, Leah. Nice to have you. Jacob says, years. Hi, Leah. I make Canuck vids. Okay, cool. Petey will come alive tonight. 1 goal. Luke Flyswatter, welcome. And just dumb vids I make when I'm stoned. Okay, that works. Yeah, sometimes I do that too. With 2 days of the Winter World University Games over, Canada has picked up 2 bronze, playing it 10th on the medal tables. Hachiko, did you see too? I believe it was Team Canada beat the United States at the Women's World Under 18. Did you see that? I just wanted to know if you saw Canada defeat the USA at the World's Women's Under 18. Did you see that? I'm just bitter because you were making fun of us when the United States beat us. Okay, let's hop over to the stats, the new and improved stats that you want, but you don't really need. It's got a title on it now, see? Yep. And I've added some stuff. So originally we used to just do Canucks on Tuesday and then it would just be like the full stats. So we've changed it up now. So we got Canucks on Tuesday, home and away, just to see what the discrepancies are, right? So the Canucks have played 679 times in their entire existence on Tuesdays. They're 311 and 297. So not actually bad. When they're playing at home, they're 188 and 139, which is pretty good. On the road, they're 123 and 158 on Tuesdays. So that's a little concerning. Yeah, that one. Here's the other one. Canucks versus Jets. We added this. The Canucks and the Jets have played 8 times on Tuesday in their entire existence. Noting that all of these stats actually include the Atlanta Thrashers because that's where the Jets came from. And it's funny too because when the Canucks play the Jets at home on Tuesday, they're 4-0. And when the Jets play the Canucks at home on Tuesday, they're 4-0. So isn't that weird? So either the Jets will make it 5-0 at home on Tuesdays versus the Canucks, or the Canucks will win the first away game between these two franchises ever on a Tuesday. Stay tuned. And then here's the weirdest one. I added this too today because the Canucks versus the Jets on Tuesday, January 14th, which is the same day as today, it happened already in 2020. The Canucks lost 4-0 against the Jets. Hellbuck set a team record with the shutout, his 18th for the Jets, most in the Winnipeg Atlanta Thrashers franchise history. Winnipeg got its first win in the past 7 home games. So they hadn't won a single home game in 7 games and then beat the Canucks to break the streak. It was also the 10th straight win for the Jets over the Canucks overall. The only current Canucks that were on that team were, spelling error, Besser, Miller, Pedersen, Hughes, Myers, and Demko, right? So the core of our team, which includes Myers because he is part of the core of our team. Demko wasn't actually playing. He was backing up for Markstrom at the time. If we're looking at the Canucks record on January the 14th, they've played 21 times. They're 7-11 and 3, which is not great on January 14th. At home, they're 3-3-3, which is kind of funny. And then as well, on the road on January 14th, they're 4-8. So one of these 8 losses was, in fact, this 4-0 loss to the Jets. Canucks versus Jets, just overall. So we're out of the funny stats. The Canucks and the Jets have played 47 times. The Canucks at home against the Jets are 11-11 in 22 games. On the road, not so good. 9-16 in Winnipeg. So it's a little scary out there. And then scroll it up a bit here. Canucks current leading scorer against the Jets. Here's another one. You guys didn't expect to see this, did you? Niels Hoglander has 8 goals in 16 games against the Winnipeg Jets. That is the most by any active Canuck currently on the team against the Jets. He's got 8 goals in 16 games. So look for a big game from Mr. Big Hoglander. Miller also has 8 goals, but it's in 18 games. So I gave the win to Hoglander because I wanted to say his name like that. JT Miller, 9 assists in 19 games. He also got 17 points overall. So JT Miller, assist and points leader for the Canucks against the Jets franchise. The Jets' current leading scorer against the Canucks, Shifley. A lot, too. We've got 17 goals and 20 assists in 35 games, making it 37 points. So he's more than a point a game against the Canucks. So obviously a very dangerous player for the Winnipeg Jets. Let's go have a look at the NHL website as well. In the last 5 games, Quinn Hughes leads the Canucks with 5 points. Mark Scheifele, the aforementioned Mark Scheifele, 6 points in his last 5 games. JT Miller, 2 goals in his last 5 games. Quinn Hughes, 4 assists. Scheifele's got 3 goals. Kyle Connor has 3 assists in the last 5 games. This is the first game of the season between the Canucks and the Winnipeg Jets. They will play again in March, twice actually. And then it looks like, so this is the only, so they're playing on the road in Winnipeg twice this year because they only play Winnipeg 3 times this year. If we're looking at the team stats, the Vancouver Canucks are 22.2%. 14th in the league on the power play. The Jets have the best power play in the league. So you're going to want to stay off the penalty kill against the Jets. They are number 1 in the whole league. They have scored 32.3%. That is an insane percentage. The Canucks penalty kill, 12th. So not bad, not great, 81.5%. The Jets actually 79% on the penalty kill. So not as good as the Canucks. So that's good to see there. 50%, pretty much 19th. And then just below 50% for the Jets. So 19th and 20th back-to-back in the face-off percentages. And if you're looking for goals, 4 goals against, the Canucks have 19th. They're below 3 goals a game now. And then if you're looking at the Jets, they're the third highest scoring team in the league. They're also the 2nd best defensive team in the league. So these are some scary stats here. The Canucks are also 17th in the league for goals against at 3.07. But we're going to talk a little bit more about the defense with Dustin. So let's get back to the bar. And then we'll hop on over and we're going to show you the lineup because like we talked about, there has been some changes to this lineup, which is great to see. Good changes. So let's start off with the forwards. We got Pettersson playing with Jake DeBrusk and Brock Besser, just like last game. So keeping the boys together on the top line. We got Hoglander playing with JT Miller and Connor Garland. So like I said, Hoglander, leading scorer against the Jets. Danton Heinen, Pius Suter, and Kiefer Sherwood playing together on the 3rd line. And then the 4th line is Phil Di Giuseppe, the pizza man, and then Teddy Bluger and Jonathan Lekermacki, who we're also looking forward to seeing because he had a really good game last against Toronto. Let's hop on over and have a look at the defense because here's where the major changes happened. Philip Hronek is back in the lineup, and he's on a line with Quinn Hughes, the top pair. You love to see it. You got Derek Forbert, Tyler Myers playing together, so it should be interesting. We don't have Susie and Myers together, which is I'm glad to see. Susie and Juleson will be playing together. So Juleson has not been removed from the lineup. Kevin Lankinen will be your starter. Brisebois is the one who came out of the lineup. And it should be noted as well, we talked a little bit about it in the post-game show. I don't know if you guys saw that. Me and Dustin recorded a post-game show on Sunday for the Toronto game. And Brandstrom has been sent down to Abbotsford. He has now cleared waivers, so he is now a member of the Abbotsford Canucks. And we can stop talking about getting Brandstrom in the lineup because he wasn't good enough to be in this lineup anyways. But yeah, Kevin Blankinen, after his blanky, he will be starting again today. All right. Back to chat. Let's see, we got just probably a couple minutes before puck drop here. I'll probably come back and do the national anthems and then get going. They might do a pregame ceremony for Hockey Talks as well, but we'll see. Kyle off of Locked On Canucks actually follows it. Kyle off of Locked On Canucks actually follows it. Oh, he follows you on TikTok. Oh, that's cool. Leafs 1-1. Drunk and stoned thoughts to live by vids. Canucks 2, Jets 4. So Noah Dang is once again making his prediction that the Vancouver Canucks are about to be defeated by the Jets. Lots of dumb stuff. Have a TSN broadcast of the Canucks and Jets on mute. Looking forward to puck drop in that game. Yes, welcome, David W. Nice to have you. Jacob says, hi, David. And then Mike Torrance says, would do the same, but I sound like Kenny from that South Park, from the show South Park. Oh, swear jar. Oh, swear jar again. Jacob, so do I, Mike. It's good. Ha! Jacob, TikTok is short. Gotta make use of it. Yep. My PlayStation forced me to have a name, Slave Feet, such BS. I don't know if I believe that. I wouldn't be surprised if someone reported you, Jacob. Calvin, says Mike Torrance. Calvin showing up, saying that someone reported Jacob. Jacob, I get bans, but it lasts a couple of weeks. This time my whole PlayStation like shut off. Oh, wow. Now they're doing the Hockey Talks ceremony. Yeah. For everyone who didn't know, Rick Rippon was one of the players that was the reason that Hockey Talks got started. Passed away on August 15th, 2011. And he played for many years as a Manitoba Moose, so the Canucks farm team. So he actually played out in Manitoba. Yeah, Rick Rippon. And I turned it back on. It had an AI generated name. Noah Dang claim of a 4-2 Canucks loss to the Jets is understandable given how good the Jets this season have been. The past 3 games have featured under 2 goals allowed in each by the Canucks. So maybe the Tuesday Pacific time Canucks Jets game will feature the 4th straight game of not more than 2 goals the Canucks allowed by an opponent. Mr. T, says Calvin. Lines look decent, yeah. We are only 1 player short of an entire healthy roster, kids. 1! We just need Dakota Joshua back in the lineup, and we have the roster that we set out with the beginning of the season. Wish we could split up Hughes and Hronek, though. Yeah, it should be interesting to see. I kind of like the idea of Forbert and Myers together. It should be interesting to see how those boys do. Did you guys see that Forbert said that he had beef with DeBrusk on a comment under Marchand's post? I don't know. Was that real? I feel like that was fake. But I did see that, and it was hilarious. Mike Torrance. Just Mike. Okay, Mike. Calvin 99 Charlie. Non-Hronek should be moved to second line. I like Jules F the haters. Segmina in the chat. Welcome, Segmina. Nice to have you. Yeah, Juleson does a lot of good things. He's aggressive, and that sometimes gets him in a bit of trouble. But I like the grit. I like the block shots. But yeah, I can understand if you're a fan of Juleson. There's been a lot of smack talk lately with regards to Juleson these days. Luke Flyswatter in Lankinen. We DeBrusk. I like that. Jacob, Juleson has 0 points. This is true. It's for a reason. Pasadolinen is here. Welcome. Welcome, Jay. Nice to have you, brother. Jacob's like, hi, Landon. Segmina, Juleson ain't there to score. This is true. Yeah, he's there to crush people in the boards, block shots. Doesn't have to score, but a point here and there would be nice. Yeah. Calvin 99 Charlie. Hey, Jay. And you're right, Segmina. He doesn't do much of anything just to fill a spot. All the people do is pick on players, give it up. Anyone can do what Juleson does. I mean, could Brandstrom do what Juleson does? I don't think Brandstrom could because he would be in the lineup. What about Breezewa? If Breezewa could do what Juleson could do, then he would be in the lineup. Jacob, huh? What do you think about that? Huh? I'm getting all fucking... Oh, I swore. Swear jar. I mean anyone. Pick on players. This is school. Laugh out loud. This is a Canucks live. It's a real comment. Nothing is perfect, but it was a joke by him. That's funny. Yeah. Juleson isn't the worst, but like anyone can do his job. Trade Susie and pay the price for something better. Brainstorm was scoring where it get him. I mean, he was, but he kind of, he dried up too, Segman. He didn't, let me look it up. Let's look up Eric Brandstrom on Canucks.com and look at his game logs. Where are you, Eric Brandstrom? Oh, there you are. Oh yeah, there's only one national anthem because they're both Canadian teams too. Okay, here's Eric Brandstrom. His last his last 5 games he got 1 point. 1 point in his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in his last 8 games, he had 1 point. Yeah, he was getting about a point every couple games. There was a point, like, if you look here, yeah, there was a little bit where he was a bit hotter. But there are a lot of games where he has no points too, right? So he has 8 points in 28 games. So it's not like he was burning the house down. Back to the bar. Kevin Blankinen in the net. You'll love to see it. He's short. He is short. Hachiko getting the swear jar out for me. Thank you very much. Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat. Welcome. Why doesn't he just wear heels? Brandstrom, could he wear heels while skating? That'd be pretty impressive. Yes, Mr. T, laugh out loud. Those guys are worse than. Yep. Brandstrom goals against is crazy. Sherwood can crush guys and score. Yeah, truth. Pass it to Linden is right. Jay, you got it. Puck is about to be dropped at center ice. There it goes. We are underway. Vancouver versus Winnipeg. 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. I think that's the longest countdown I've ever done. Bet he crushes girls too. He's got a crush on girls, I think. I think he's married though. Hi, Gary. Zoro Rosario. Welcome, Zoro Rosario. Good day to you, Russell. And as usual, this chat room crowd. Mohammed in the chat. Hello, Russell and everyone. Hi. Hi, Zoro Rosario and Mohammed. Nice to see you guys. Jacob. Hi, Mo. Jets jerseys are always fire. Yeah, they do have nice jerseys. I'll admit that. Forberg gets a shot. The Canucks have a shot, everyone. The Canucks have a shot. It's good to see. It's the first one in the game. Okay, we got Forbert and Myers out, the new defensive pair. Quick line change right to start the game. Whale versus Plain. Oh, Petey steals the puck right in the corner. Besser gets it up to the point. Forbert tries to get it through. Gets blocked. Puck comes down behind the net again for Besser. Pettersson in there too. Pettersson and Besser both poking at it. Neither one can come up with it. Winnipeg chips it out to their blue line. And they're skating into the Canucks zone. I'm talking about within a hockey game, Gary. Not that, weirdo. Whale versus Plain. Whale versus Plain. Nah, Dolphins versus Plain, Gary. I mean, Whale team good. Hoglander. Hoglander. Oh, he double clutched. It looked like he was not sure if he wanted to shoot or if he wanted to pass that one, and he ended up doing neither. My wife is back from exercising the dog. I'm sure he's filthy now. Yeah, just watching Hoglander on this replay. It's like, oh, the puck was rolling on him too a bit. But yeah, I mean, if Hoglander's feeling it, he probably just rips that one short side. They aren't whales. Sorry, animal nerd. Killer whale. Killer whale. Killer whale. Jacob's going to get really mad at me and unsubscribe. My bad. Didn't know there was a difference. Yep. I thought dolphins were a type of whale. They're porpoises, my wife says. Orcas are a subspecies of dolphin. Similar, but not the same. Same, different, different. He's controlling. Over to Hronek. Hronek. Slap pass down low. Fourth line out. Lekermacki there. Got Bluger and Lekermacki digging in the corner. Phil DiGiuseppe standing up in the dot, waiting for a puck. Then Hronek and Hughes on the points. Hronek steps up on his man, throws a little hit. We got Lekermacki coming back. First forward back to help out the defenseman. Good to see that. Another early game. We're having coffee. Hoglander blows a tire, but so does the Jet defending him. Miller puts it back to Myers. Myers chips it down low. Hoglander on the forecheck. Garland's there. Canucks cannot come up with the puck, though. I think I'm getting the feeling this is going to be a game that doesn't have a lot of space. Hellebuck plays the puck behind the net. Sherwood in pursuit. She is Suter. Back checking. Sherwood forward checking. Sandberg chips it into the Canucks zone. 16:22 left to go in the first period. Winnipeg controls. Not a shot in the game yet. Sherwood blocks the pass, collects it, drops it. Heinen shoots it, and it gets deflected over the boards and out of play. Killer Dolphins. Yeah, killer Dolphins. Same with false killer whales. Same with pilot whales. Killer Dolphins, sports and entertainment. I like that. That's a better sound. Big Hog at Big Hog. Yeah, where is Big Hog? Is he in here yet? Which are the only predator that actually can take on an orca? Which one? The pilot whale? Connor Hill. I still have no idea how we shut out the leaves. The Leafs. Nobody knows. But I think Lankinen might. Shot wide. So now Winnipeg gets their first shot of the game. 15:44 left to go in the first period. Winnipeg getting a little bit of pressure here in the offensive zone. Another shot through, and Lankinen makes a save, covers the puck. I bet Hoglander would look good on the Jets. I don't know. I don't know if he'd look any different on the Jets. Yeah, Susie getting burned again. Rosario. Yep, the whales and the dolphins, even orcas, duke it out. Yep. There's a tooth whale in the dolphin family. Tooth whale. Correct, Lyndon. Jacob, don't try to trade me. Hi, Big Hog. There you are. I don't know if I saw you yet. Their jerseys today are a bit Rangers-y from a distance, says Gary. Yeah, don't trade me. Then score, Big Hog. Come on, you had a chance already, Big Hog, and you whiffed on it. You need to do better. Do better, Big Hog. We don't want to trade you. We like saying your name. Niels, Big Hog. Big Hog Hoglander. Good stick by Hughes. Preventing that one from getting a shot in the slot there, right in front of the goalie. Gary Wiseman could also be a Columbus Blue Jackets jersey. Yep. Yeah, it definitely could be Rangers or Columbus. Hachiko, I saw Steve Dangle's post-game video. It was funny until I felt bad for him. It was funny the whole time. Why would you feel bad for him? He chose that lifestyle. Oh my goodness. Forward got a stick on it, directed it over the glass, preventing a good chance from getting to the front of the net. Forward. Oh, yeah, forward. Oh, no, it was Tyler Myers. Tyler Myers saves the day with another block shot in front of Lankinen. David W. Hachiko, the U.S. U18 women's team didn't have a great 2025 gold medal game, with the score nowhere close in the game, unlike the U.S. adult women team during the 2024 tourney 6-5 loss. Hachiko, I saw that too. Big Hog, I wish we had a Steve Dangle Canucks fan. It's me, I'm Steve Dangle. Big Hog, spread the word. We've got a West Coast Steve Dangle, and his name is Russell Holiday. Pedersen on the forecheck. Little stick lift, can't quite get the puck though. Grabs it at center, battling, right in front of the Jets bench. DeBrus comes in to help, shoves his man down. The Jets get it out to their own blue line, and everyone's going to change. Jacob, we do, it's me, I don't make videos. I'm sure there's one out there. David W., hopefully our collegiate team does better, though Canada is the reigning champs from Lake Placid 2023. Juleson rips it in, and then Sherwood picks it up, dips it behind the net. Heinen can't collect the puck. The Jets get it out of the corner and into the faceoff dot, out to their own blue line. They skate all the way through center ice, over the Canucks blue line. Laugh out loud, Jacob. Yeah, if Jacob's our Steve Dangle, then, you know, you got to start making some videos, buddy. To be fair, if I was a non-Canuck fan, I would feel bad for the Canucks fans. Yes. I mean, I am a Canucks fan, and I feel bad for the Canucks fans. So, oh, wow. Kyle Goner, all alone in front. Can't leave that man in front of the net like that. Suddenly it's 1-0 for the Winnipeg Jets on the fourth shot of the game. That man was so alone in front of the net. Oh, yeah, Lankinen gave the puck away. Oh, yeah, Lankinen gave it to the... oh, whoops. Yeah, he got all alone because Lankinen gave the puck away. He shot the puck past Hughes instead of to Hughes. And then it was a quick pass to Kyle Connor all alone in front of the net. Whoops. It's true, my parents look disappointed every time I wear my Nucks stuff. Connor Gale, calling him Boss Hog would be tempting, but I remember the Dukes of Hazzard, so maybe not a good idea. Up, up, up. Good job, Bubber. Hronek and Hughes. Shot deflected wide by Hughes. Canucks trying to get some pressure here after a goal. Oh, Lecker Mackey had the puck bounce over his stick right in front of the net. That was another good chance. Canucks change things up. Hughes and Hronek playing pass in the offensive or the defensive zone. Canucks get the puck down low. Brock Besser moves in on the forecheck, but the Jets are already moving out of the zone, so there is no forecheck. More like a 2-check. Or a 1-check. Mohammed, go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Hachiko, hello, Mohammed. Jacob, I would do anything for Canucks. I would lose an arm for the Stanley Cup. A leg? Jets score, yeah. Sad Panda. Connor Gale, among Canadian NHL teams, Leafs haven't had that many shutout losses this season. Just in the past 4 weeks, the Sens have been shut out at least twice and didn't score in the first period of Tuesday's Pacific time Sens Isles game on Isles goalies Marcus Hoberg. After one period of play, the Sens Isles are scoreless, while the Canucks Jets game have still over 12 minutes to go. Jets score, says Jazz. Welcome, Jazz. KJ Brazy, welcome, KJ. Nice to have you. Welcome to chat. Jacob, bad goal. Yep. It was. Lankinen gave the puck away, and then bam, bam, it's in the back of the net. You don't see Lankinen make many errors like that. Probably put it up the boards a little harder than he expected it to. Big Hog. I saw that. David W. Lanks didn't play the puck that well on that Jets goal. 1-0 Jets with a bit under 13 to go in the first period. Ban Big Hog. Hachiko, I took your job. I still see a big hog on your profile. Do it better. Calvin 99 Charlie. That's it. Trade Lanky. Horrible goalie. I'll laugh out loud jokes. Calvin's just like, I'm out. Get out of here. I don't care if he's only making 900K. He let in a goal. Shelovs would let that in. Yep. Oh, Shelovs wouldn't let that in. Yeah. Call Shelovs up. Send Lankinen down. I don't care if he has to go through waivers. Jacob, would Dobby eat my rabbit? Yeah. I think my wife is saying yes. We do actually have rabbits in the neighborhood, and he likes to chase them when he can, but it doesn't happen very often. I just don't know if he would know what to do when he got to it. Yeah. Yeah, he might murder it. I'm not gonna lie to you, Jacob. Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. I'll eat your rabbit, says Hachiko. Oh, wow. You and Dobby can share. What rude. Guys, the Jets are my second favorite team. So we got a couple of people here. So Jacob and Big Hog both have both of them have the Jets as their second favorite team. So why, Hachiko says me to Big Hog. Oh, me too, Big Hog. During the first 43 games of the regular season, the Canucks have already given up the game's opening goal in 28 with 1 versus the Jets. The latest TBD still is how soon the Canucks will counter if they do. Bom, 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 says David W. Big Hog. I don't know. I just like their colors. Mohammed says, hello, Hachiko. And then Jacob says, my dad's from Winnipeg. My dad's from Winnipeg, Jacob. Winterpeg. I wonder if they knew each other. Maybe they were homies. Did they play in a band together? Maybe they lit things on fire together. Because I hear that kids in Winnipeg like lighting things on fire. Nice. So the game is over. No, the Canucks wanted to get scored on first. We have to keep on reminding everyone. The Canucks love getting scored on first. Sherwood. Out to the blue line, but nobody's there. The puck goes past them all the way down the ice. Canucks will change. You're a mild-mannered version of Dangle. Yeah, I guess I'm not psycho enough. Liker Mackey going to the corner, separating the man from the puck. Loses his stick, and the Jets are going to take a penalty after young Jonathan Lecker got his stick slashed right out of his hands, which didn't allow him to get to the puck. Sandberg taking the penalty, the ill-advised penalty. Yeah, right in front of the ref, too. Like, literally directly, like, it happened right in front of the ref's face. Can't do it. Canucks have one of their shots taken away, so they're down to 1 shot again. Back to lazy hockey. No Demko tonight. Yeah. Lankinen's in net. Segmina. Connor Gale at David. That was the first time ever we shut them out in Toronto. Yeah. The Canucks have never gotten a shutout in Toronto. That was the first one ever. My rabbit loves my dogs. Yeah, so maybe they would get along, Jacob. It's very possible. Lecker Mackey on the first unit power play here. Miller off the first unit. Up to Hughes. Hughes puts it down low onto the half boards to Petey. Petey puts it back up to the point. Hughes with a shot, just goes wide. Pettersson recovers the puck off the rebound, which is good to see. Besser. Oh, Besser tries to get it back to Hughes, but he actually puts it past Hughes and the Jets have a breakaway. Lankinen with a poke check preventing that from happening. Pettersson collects the puck. What the heck was that? Hronek playing tonight? Yes, Mohammed. Hronek is playing. Yes. Connor Gill effectively at David. As it stands, the streak is broken and their wait for a cup since 1967 continues. Yep. Miller on the ice now. Oh, and then Sherwood batted it out of the air towards the net. Is that a penalty? Did a Winnipeg player bat it straight out? Besser tries to chip it towards Hughes, but chips it right past him. And then Lowry comes in on a breakaway against Lankinen. Lankinen gets a little poke check on it. Luckily. Whoopsies. I am too, yeah. Big Hog's back in. Shrek! I hope they again show up for the game like they did against the Leafs, says Shrek. Welcome, Shrek. Nice to have you. I think my rabbit would hurt the dog if it tried anything, to be honest. Yeah, they do have sharp teeth, don't they? Miller. High circle on the near side. Flips it over to Hughes, and the Hughes misses the pass. Puck comes out to center. The Canucks have to clear out the zone, and the Jets will change their penalty killers. Garland brings it to the net. Gets in on the forecheck. Miller there too, trying to get it behind the net. Sherwood steps up. Miller's got his stick all tied up. Kicks it towards Suter. Hughes puts it down over to Garland. Garland puts it across the zone over to Miller. Miller puts it over to Hughes. Hughes shot. Connor gets his stick in there. The puck goes over the glass. And that's the end of the power play for the Vancouver Canucks. A little bit of good pressure. I don't know if they got a really good chance, but still 1-0 Jets. Jacob, my rabbit bit me hard. Harder than any other dog. Maybe we're brothers. It's possible. My dad went around. Oh, can you imagine? Long lost brothers? Laugh out loud, Jacob. How is it in Winnipeg if they never won? Yep. It's because they're secretly called Winterpeg because it's always cold. Jake's Takes Hockey, Vancouver. Look at Jake's Takes Hockey is back. Jake says Big Hog. No, dang. 1 Canucks, 2 Oilers. So your favorite team is the Canucks, Noah, and your second favorite team is the Oilers. Is that what you're saying, Noah? Loser peg, says Gary. Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. Do you have hatred in your body? I do have hatred in my body, but I also have a redheaded mother, so I've got a redheaded mother. I think my anger comes from that. Noah, I have organs, Jacob. We love big PPs, right, Hog? Yes, I love big PPs. We now have a 2 meter long PP. Oh, sorry, 2 minute that is. La 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 la. You got me, Gary. Big save. Would it even be a Canuck PP if they didn't have a breakaway? Yeah, if they didn't give up a breakaway, I don't know. Of course, the Canucks give up a breakaway on their power play. Gary Wiseman, their PK is generating more offense than our PP. Yep. Our PP doesn't have enough juice. Lowry is freaking quick for a guy that big. Yep. Must be the long strides. Winnipeg is the best place to get Slurpees. Really? They got the best Slurpees in Canada? Is that a fact? Puck to the slot. No one there to collect it, though. Winnipeg bumps it out to center. The one thing I always forget, too, is Tyler Myers used to play in Winnipeg. Drafted by the Buffalo Sabres, and then he played Winnipeg, too. So coming home. Yes. Okay, no, dang. So Oilers and Canucks. So Canucks number 1, Oilers number 2. So you probably really enjoyed that series between... I have some Italian in me. Yeah, we're part Italian. We are French, English, German, or no, Russian, Irish, Scottish, Italian. I think that's all of them. Fact. Gary Wiseman, that yellow snow from the side of the road doesn't count as Slurpees, Jacob. Connor with another goal. Picks up a rebound off of Lankinen and then just scoops it in backhand past the goaltender who's down on the ice. Canucks still only have 2 shots. So now Winnipeg has 2 goals. The Vancouver Canucks have 2 shots. So that's great, right? Fudge. 2-0 says pass it to Linden. KJ Brazy. Fudge. It's possible maybe I'm your evil brother. Who has the goatee? Like if I shaved it and then I had the goatee, then I would be the evil brother, right? Because that's how it works. Oh, look, it's Juleson on the ice when we got scored on. Yeah, 0-2, says Noah. Oh, no, says Gary. Boo! Kyle Connor, the redhead, scores his second of the game. Yeah, we lost. Rip. Just laughing at our pain. Ugh. The Grandmaster in the chat. Welcome, my nephew watching from Australia all the way down. Hello, peoples, is my nephew. He's probably tuning in to see his dad on the second intermission, right? Right, William? Blow up the team, sell the franchise, move it to Arizona. The Arizona Orcas. The Arizona Killer Dolphins. Tyler Myers in on a Tyler Myers-esque Chaos Giraffe run. Puts the puck behind the net. Now a breakaway. Kyle Connor with a hat trick in the first period. A natural hat trick to start the game from Kyle Connor. Tyler Myers is not back on defense because he's behind the net of the other team. I agree with Gary, says Jake Takes Hockey. I agree with Jake, says Big Hog. David W. This Canucks team looks cooked even with multiple days off. The Leafs had been looking similar in their Saturday Pacific time game versus those same Canucks. What an ugly game these Canucks have played so far. Gary Wiseman says, hello, Russ's nephew. Everyone spam shutouts so the Jets get jinxed. That's not how it works. Hattie, Kyle Connor, says Paz to Linden. No, dang. 0-3. Shutout, says Big Hog. Jake Takes Hockey. Should I not watch the game? Laugh out loud. WTF, says Calvin99 Charlie. David W. 3-0 Jets. To be decided whether Rick Tocchet will call a timeout because holy smokes, this game has already gotten ugly just on goals allowed. What's happening? Oh, they're clearing all the hats off the ice. I was like, why are there little Zambonis on the ice? That's weird. What the Ferks is Mike Torrance? The Grandmaster. Okay, it's GG's already. Segmina, never mind. Didn't feel like playing Rivals today, but might throw it on after the second period. 6:23 left to go in the first period. And the Jets have 3 goals and the Canucks have 2 shots. 3 goals to 2 shots. The Canucks literally, even if they scored 100% of their shots, couldn't have as many goals as the Jets. I'm literally shaking the whole table. Oh, I disconnected my mouse. We should trade JT for Kyle Connor. Can we do it right now? Well, I guess Rick Tocchet didn't need to call a timeout because they were clearing hats off the ice because we got scored on in a natural hat trick. Hronek shot gets blocked. Hronek throws his man into the end boards. Heinen collects it, skates out of the zone, drops it for Mr. Hughes. Should trade for someone. Leah Herring going for the worst game of the season and no injury excuses. And there it is. Hachiko has flipped the script and is now a Jets fan. Go Jets, go. Jason J. Rick Tocchet just thinking to himself, what kind of excuses am I going to use tonight? Yeah, he's got a lot of game to figure it out because there's a whole 45 minutes left to go in this game. So he's got lots of time to decide how he's going to explain why the Canucks are absolutely terrible right now. The Canucks will win this game. Try to change my mind, says Jake Takes Hockey. Jason J, welcome to the chat too, by the way. Haven't seen you yet tonight. Thanks for popping in. We appreciate it. Gary Wiseman, I hope Jake is right. Big Hog, yay, we're giving up the same amount of goals we scored against Toronto in one period. Yep. Hachiko, yet another Canucks loss thanks to @JakesTakesHockey curse. David W. Leah Herring, the Canucks have in this period already allowed more goals than the last week versus the Canes and Leafs combined, allowing just two, both versus the Canes. Paragraph of Pro. So about our talking points tonight. Yeah, we might have to change things up, eh? Oh my goodness, Dustin. Welcome. Send Hronek back to the IR. Yep. Well, the last time the Canucks lost to the Jets on January 14th on a Tuesday was a 4-0 loss. So the Jets can only score one more goal, right? That's how it works. Whatever, Hachiko, says Jake's Takes Hoggy. Big Hog Hockey. Hachiko can't deal with losing. Nick H. Haha. Back to reality, Canucks. Absolute poverty franchise, bruh. Sorry. Nick H. You may be right. I'm not even going to argue with you, bro. We have 3 goals against and 2 shots on net. And we're almost done the period. I don't know if poverty franchise is strong enough words to be using. Thanks for being here anyways, Nick H. I appreciate you. It's always good to see you. Yeah, Jason J and Nick H showing up when it gets really hard. Hachiko, Big Hog Hockey. You're the one who celebrated the first Jets goal. Did he? Did Big Hog? Oh, yeah. The Hog literally said that Jets are his second favorite team. That's funny. Oh, my goodness. Big Hog, I'm making fun of you. Plus, you've done it way more than me. Hachiko, I'm making fun of you too. Rick's gotta go, says Mike Torrance. Yeah, his coaching is over with. David W. at Jake's Tag. I like your optimism, but I don't see it being easy for the Canucks to dig themselves out of a 3-0 deficit. Trying to think of when the last time. Faster behind the net. Trying to get control of the puck. Back up to Hronek. Hronek flips over Hughes across the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Goes wide. Nobody could get it tipped on net. I'm over this, says Jacob. Have almost a full roster. No excuses. Still early. Hughes shot. Blocked in front. Besser to DeBrus. DeBrus gets a shot. Hellbuck makes a save. There's our third shot. There! It's a shot, right? Do we get credit for it? There it is! We got the same amount of shots as they have goals, guys! We're taking baby steps. Baby steps. And Dobby's like, why are you so loud? I'm trying to have a nap over here, bro. Like, you know, it is what it is. I'm still drinking coffee because it's an early game, okay, people? Rod, you're absolutely right. Canucks are being humbled. Welcome back, Rod. Good to see you. How's Kamloops looking? Is it chilly up there? Gary Wiseman, I feel like the Canucks and Jets have a few 6-5 type games in recent history. Hoping this one of those. Yeah, me too, Gary. Me too, Gary. Milosh. Nah, Nick can leave. Milosh, everyone's welcome, even if they're being contrary. Like Barbershop shows up every once in a while, talks smack. The thing is that's as good juxtaposed, right? Can you have light without dark? Can you have good without evil? Can you have Canucks fandom without Nick H talking smack? But I think Nick H is a Canucks fan too. So Nick H, if you're still there, are you a Canucks fan? Let me know. Jacob uses paper for rock, paper, scissors. When people ask me about the Nucks this year, I tell people no excuses. Jason J, last game Canucks fans were calling Petey for the Selkie. Now they will be trashing him tonight. He hasn't looked bad. He's been one of the guys who actually looked pretty good. He had a good starting shift for the Canucks. But yeah, I mean, that is kind of how Canucks fandom goes. When they play well, they're going to win the Stanley Cup. And when they, speak of the devil, Barbershop shows up. I was like, oh, some people just come in and cause shenanigans. Canucks get the puck through the front of the net. Canucks now have more shots. Did Paragolfer Pro just show up and drop 10 gifted memberships? Oh my gosh. Dustin, you're a wild man. 10 gifted memberships. Brian Blingy Choi. Segmina. People's First Yukon. 5 Virgo Rabbit. Jazz. Andrew Kirk. Snowflake Slayer. Stan C. Oliver Lotan. Totally Devil. Look at that. What a man. And let's see, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, all of them went out. Success. Thank you, Dustin. We don't deserve you. The Canucks don't deserve you. Besser with a shot, Hellebuck with a save. There's the fourth shot of the game. Yeah, Barbershop just smiling away. Good timing, Barbershop. You could tell I was talking about you. Jazz says, thanks, Paragrapher Pro. Yes! Gary Wiseman, woo, people are actually getting the memberships too today. Holy moly, says Hunter. Welcome back, Hunter. Nice to see you. Good Grandmaster, the Canucks can either be the best team in the league or complete dog poo. It's very confusing with how they've been playing. Yes! And Major Tau shows up. No! Yeah, Major Tau, it's going badly. We're not going to lie to you. But we do have 4 shots on net, so we're going to take that as a win. David W, no doubt an ugly game so far on goals allowed, and that'll be even if the Canucks somehow come back to beat these Jets, as unlikely as that is. Wow, 3-0, says Hunter. Tighten your straps. This should get bumpy, right? Can we make it 4-0? Grandmaster versus the Jets. The Canucks no doubt have played like dog poo. Yet over the UBS arena, the Sens and local Isles are battling in a scoreless tie under 17 minutes to go in the second. 10 seconds left to go in our first period here between the Canucks and the Jets. Grandmaster predicting a 6-1 loss. Yeah, now we have, never mind, we have 4 shots now. Isn't that great? There it is. So, first intermission. I'm not laughing, you're laughing. I'm not sad, you're sad. Oh my goodness. What in the heck is going on? Just wildness. See if we can get Mr. Dustin on the line here. All right. There we are. Okay, now it's showing up. He's wearing the hat that everyone likes too. Maybe that'll lessen the blue, but here it is, everyone. I won't keep you waiting because you know what? I like to get some help when a game goes like that. So Dustin, welcome. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you for having me as always, whether that's winning or losing. It's always nice to be here.
Did you have natural hat trick for Kyle Connor on your bingo card to start this one?
Yeah, of course. Who didn't, right?
I guess that's easy to call that one a down.
Yep, for sure. We actually started the game not too bad. The first 5 minutes of that game was pretty even, and a very uncharacteristic mistake from Lankinen leads to the first goal against. Then we had a couple good shifts after the goal. We draw a power play, and lo and behold, there goes our offense again, showing why we are being critical a bit of our system. Unable to get a shot on the power play and give up a shorthanded breakaway. And then after that, every mistake we make ends up in the back of the net. So a big rebound by Lankinen, probably not his best save there, but also no one to back him up in front of the net to clear that one up on the second goal. And then the third goal, just caught flat-footed, 3 guys standing on the blue line, and away he goes. You can't be flat-footed against the Winnipeg Jets. They have speed and size and strength. They started the season 15-1, and this is the first time we've seen them this year, but I've watched plenty of their highlights throughout the year, and this is as advertised. I mean, they are a tough team, and it's going to be a very difficult task to come back. I guess you called it the other day, didn't you, when you said they'd lose 5-0?
I wanted to blame Jake Siggs Hockey, but you might have to blame me for this now. With the Brock Besser pass, I was going to call it Miller-esque on the blue line on the power play, right? Where I get that you're trying to make a play back to the blue line, but if you don't have full control over the puck and you're that close to the blue line, why are you not chipping it down low?
And that's the thing is we force too many plays, and it's been a disease throughout the lineup. I mean, Hoglander early there with a beautiful chance, probably could have tried to shoot it short side and get a shot. Instead, he tries to jam it through a defender, and we get no shot on goal. He tries to pass it across to Miller instead of taking the shot himself, which, I mean, again, those are the moments where it's like, what is going through our players' minds, where last year they were given free rein to shoot those pucks, and we had an exciting offense, and we pushed the play, and we used our speed and our power to push other teams back on their heels. But this year, it's a completely different story, and we've heard Talkett start to admit it in recent interviews, saying, we need to get more pucks on the net. That's on me and my coaching, and um, he's maybe kind of protecting Yogi a bit, the new hire this offseason. Well, not new hire. I mean, he got promoted to the offensive coach. He was just a skills coach, but all his success has come at a junior level. And when you watch this Canucks team and the offense that they trot out, with the number of set plays that they try to run and the dump and chase, it gives a very junior WHL style of feel of play, and it's stifling the creativity of our forwards, and it's getting really hard to watch, and it sticks out the most against these highly skilled, high powered teams. I mean, look at what Winnipeg generates for chances just by shooting the puck from wherever. The rebound, the second Connor goal, and we have those skilled players, and we have the ability to play that style of hockey, yet we're being overcoached into this shutdown hockey, which we'll talk about a bit in our talking points. But, at some point, you might have to sacrifice a bit of defense to get some offense going, because, you know, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. If you're controlling the puck and you're getting more of the goals, then you don't have to worry so much about the puck in your own end. But it's a dangerous game that we're playing with this style of hockey.
Yeah, dangerous to go down 3-0. Is there an up? Like, is there some like stat we can pick out? Like they out hit Winnipeg 10-9. That's not a lot of teams out hit Winnipeg, so maybe that's the one up we can give them for the 3-0 beatdown in the first period.
Yeah, I mean, when Derek Forbert is leading for shots on net, you kind of got to talk to your forwards in the dressing room there in the intermission and be like, "Hey, boys, like I know we want high quality chances, but let's get some pucks on net." It's hard enough to beat Hellebuck with chances. He's obviously the leading goaltender in the league this year. He's got 6 shutouts this season already. So, it's an uphill battle before you even get out there. So to put yourself in this big of a hole, they're going to have to try really hard, but we'll probably see that hopefully we see that desperate Canucks team we've seen play from behind in the past, and maybe we'll see some energy here in the second period. But we definitely need someone to decide that they want to win this game, because, yeah, we had a bit of a push at the end of the first there, but we got to get some quality pucks on net for sure.
Yeah, and then I think there was some discussion in chat after that third goal went into, and it's like, oh, is it time to call a timeout? And it's like, no, there's a hat trick, so we get a free timeout because they got to clear all the hats off the ice, right?
Exactly, and don't you know there's a prize at the end of the season for the coach who calls the least amount of timeouts? I think you go into a lottery draw, and I think every time you don't call one, unless I've been misinformed, like Talkett.
Yeah. I think somebody's got to give him the good news that he's been misinformed. Hronek returns to the lineup, comes off the IR. We're all very excited about it. What did you feel about his game through that first 20 minutes?
Obviously see a little bit of rust in the speed of which he's making plays. He's kind of thinking a little bit with the puck on his stick. Overall, saw just Quinn and Hronek doing their thing out there. Obviously, they were out there for one of the goals against, but it wasn't a major mistake. I think they were part of the third goal, I think. they were out there. Or no, they were out there for the first goal. So that was more on Lankinen than on Hughes and Hronek.
Yeah.
So they haven't really had any defensive gaffes. They've been solid, getting the puck out of their own end as usual. And, you saw how happy Hughes was in the interview when they interviewed him the other day to see that he's back. And there's likely a feeling that resonates through the whole locker room. He allows the decor to finally be healthy, can play with their comfortable pairings. It limits the minutes of people like Juleson and that. So, it also could allow us to split them up because we saw how well Hughes played without Hronek. Maybe once Hronek's back up to speed, he can carry his own pairing and give us a pretty nasty 1-2 punch. There is that potential down the road. So there's that positive. Obviously, we're going to benefit in OT situations when we need to send someone else over the boards when Hughes is sucking wind. You obviously would rather send someone like Hronek rather than Myers. A lot of our offensive issues in overtime have come from not having someone to help out when Hughes has to take a shift change. So it's only going to be good stuff with having him back. We've seen the issues we've had with our D guys not really being comfortable entirely with who they're playing with, but we've also had just one of those seasons where there's been so many injuries on the blue line. It's been like a revolving door. So it's just kind of like a sigh of relief now. We got everyone on the blue line is off the IR. So going forward now, when it comes to our blue line core and who we're trotting out there, this is what we got. This is what we are going to have. So if we think it's enough, when we'll come trade deadline time, this is who we're going to run with. So is it going to be enough? Time will tell. We obviously are going to need to give them about 10 games, I would say, to see. But obviously getting closer and closer to that trade deadline time, we got to kind of, find out fast what we got.
You got to think they're still looking at least one other defenseman. I also just noticed too, it's hilarious. Every single player on the Canucks team is currently a -1, except for the Sherwood, Suter, and Heinen line. So they are spreading out the pain, and everyone got a -1 except for that one line.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just there were 3 mistakes made in that period, and every single one ended up in the back of the net, and all 3 mistakes were made by different lines. So there you go. And that's Winnipeg, man. They will wait and they will pounce. And when a mistake is made, 9 times out of 10, it's in the back of your net. So you almost have to play perfect hockey when you're playing against a team like that.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier maybe the next talking point we might want to change after that performance, because we're going to be talking about the Canucks defense and how good they've been doing. I'm going to quickly put something on the screen here. It might work. Yeah, you might even be able to see it too. This is the 5-on-5 expected goals against per 60 on January 12th. This comes from Jay Fresh. And you can see that number 3 there. The Vancouver Canucks expected goals against per 60 before today was 2.13, which is the 3rd best in the entire league, just a 0.01 behind Florida, who's the defending Stanley Cup champs. And then, of course, the stingy LA Kings that we know is one of the best defensive teams in the whole league. We've been talking a bit about this defense, and regardless of how that first period has been going, how have you been seeing that Canucks structure come together in the last little bit here?
Well, I mean, over the last, I'd say 15, 20 games, the defense hasn't really been the issue. Yeah, we focus on the mistakes they make, but that's because we have to. They're mistakes, and they end up in the back of the net, and you have to talk about it. But overall, I mean, we do limit these teams, the high-powered teams. We're limiting their chances and keeping them to low shots against, and keeping them the outside, and limiting the dangerous chances. It hasn't been the problem. The problem is we can't generate offense with the D-core that we're trotting out there. And we're getting, 10 to 25 shots per game average. I think we're like maybe 20th in the league for shots per game. And then when you look at the stats, we are one of the best for goals against, but we're way down the chart for goals for. Like our differential of the playoff teams or teams that are close to the playoffs, we're the only team with a negative goal differential. Like everyone else is plus 10, plus 20, plus 30. Like, that is our issue. So the defense, you know, Hronek should help on both fronts. Obviously going to make those chances even fewer, but you know, we need to find a way to get some offense from those guys because defensively, obviously, the numbers speak for themselves. We don't give up a lot of chances, and you know, our penalty kill has been better with Forbert coming back. It's kind of something that he's helped stabilize as well. So moving forward, now that we have what we have, that's where I'm kind of saying maybe Hronek needs to play on the second pairing and give him a chance to generate some offense from another line that gives us two puck moving defensemen throughout the lineup, and then you're not relying on Hughes is with the Miller line this game and Hughes is with the PD line that game. You have a couple of lines where you can trot out some more offense, and then secondary scoring will then pick up, and it just has a trickle down effect. So hopefully that's where we see this go. Obviously tonight it's tough, Hronek getting in the lineup for the first time, but we'll be getting back home here after this game, and hopefully that'll settle things out moving forward.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be excited to see Myers and Forbert playing together because I thought it might allow Tyler Myers to be a little more offensive. Then he got offensive and was behind the other net and caused that breakaway for the third goal for Connor. So, you know, I'm maybe not so happy about Myers and Forbert playing together.
Yeah, and that's where I've said before, don't overplay yourself. Don't get out of your comfort zone. If you just play to your comfort zone, this team will be fine. But when we try to do too much, that's when mistakes happen.
Yeah. So obviously we saw the ceremony before the game, hockey talks night down there in Winnipeg. Obviously, something that started for the memory of Rick Rippon, who played for the Vancouver Canucks, and as well, it was done in Winnipeg today because Rick Rippon also spent many years in the Manitoba Moose system as well, which is the Canucks farm team at the time. Both teams tonight are wearing Rick Rippon decal on their helmets. What does this mean for a tough man sport like hockey to be doing this kind of an event?
I think it's really important that they do this event. We've heard Kevin Bieksa year after year speak about the event and how important it is to him and how close he was with Rick Rippon. Obviously, the Jets had signed him as a free agent the summer that he did unfortunately take his own life. So that's another reason why Winnipeg is honoring him tonight. Um, he had struggled with mental health issues for many years throughout his hockey career. Um, he was a fan favorite for the toughness that he brought to the game. He wouldn't back down from anyone. One of the memories of Rick that sticks in my head is when he fought Hal Gill, and it was about a 2-foot difference in height and reach, and he just bulldogged him, got in tight, and beat him down. And you know, it was from his life as growing up in a boxing gym with his dad, and obviously knowing what we know now about CTE and the struggles that it can cause with mental health, it ultimately led to him taking his own life. And it's important when a sport like hockey can talk about these things. It has that tough guy, quote unquote, mentality, but they're people too. They have lives. We saw it earlier this year with Miller taking a step back for personal reasons and a reset. I myself have gone through mental health struggles, having my spinal cord injury that happened. I've also been very close to that dark place where you just don't feel like there's any answers anymore, and you have to turn to the right people and be willing to talk to the right people to get yourself out of those situations. And it's scary and it's tough, but there is help out there. And if you are going through anything, never be afraid or ashamed. Everyone feels it, everyone goes through it, and there is always help, whether it's just a friend, a family member, a professional. Um, Life is too valuable and precious to give up, no matter what your struggles. Someone will always be there, and I think it's important when hockey highlights things like that because they are a team at the end of the day, and some of us don't have that type of team or community, and it's nice to have something like the Rusty and Dusty show and stuff like that for people to kind of reach out as well. So this has helped me with my mental health, getting involved and doing this and finding a new passion. So at the end of the day, great initiative, and I hope it just keeps continuing to grow. And the more and more things we can do for mental health and for each other, the better off we'll be.
Thank you very much, Justin, for sharing that with us. I appreciate that. We're gonna skip the Abbey Canucks. We're running out of time. About to get in here under the second period puck drop. So we'll save that. There was 2 games on the weekend. We're going to talk about. The Abbey Canucks are also playing tonight, so we'll get an update on that in the post game show, brother.
Sounds good. We'll see you then. Hopefully we can get some goals here in a second.
I agree. Let's hope so. Dustin Boydell, everyone. What a beauty. Puck has been dropped at center ice. Second period is underway. 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46. There we are. Canucks, Vancouver. 3-0 Jets lead. Canucks are now up to 6 shots. Beaverbuzz TV, thanks for stopping by. Good to have you. Nice one, Dustin. Respect your resilience. Yeah. Yeah, Dustin's my homie. We're always here for Dustin. Oh, no. It's 4-0. Oh, no. Pachico, do you think it'll hurt Leafs fans more if we get destroyed this game? Pachico, imagine losing to the team that got destroyed before and after. Need to change up the juju in this chat with some presents. 10? OMG, says Pachico. Big Hog Hockey, only good thing today. Good job, Dusty. Yeah, I agree, Big Hog. Not the way we wanted to start the period. 4-0. Winnipeg leads the Vancouver Canucks. David W., the Oilers on Monday Pacific time beat the Kings 1-0 in regulation. The Sens Isles game may very well need OT to resolve with the way things have been going at the UBS arena. Maybe intermission will help reset the Canucks. But even on that count, pretty much anything still goes. Yep. 4 shots on net. We're up to 6 now. Barbershop TSN is saying 3 shots to 8. The Grandmaster, I certainly predict Jets win given how poorly the Canucks have played. 5 shots, says the Shrek. Gary Wiseman taking a break. See you guys in the second. Enjoy your break. Are you back yet, Gary? Canucks versus Connor, says the Shrek. Yes, that is inaccurate. Well, at least Connor didn't score the 4th goal. We're looking for silver linings here. Shrek, the summary of the first period. Yeah, Canucks versus Connor. That rebound was probably the same one I seen in the Night and Glovey video to the pregame. Not my fault, says Jake Stakes. Jazz at Shrek, for real. Mike Torrance, too many weak blue line shots, not too many top of the circle shots. Yep. Lankinen makes another save. David W., Gary Wiseman, I plan to watch as much of the second period of the Sens Isles game before the second period of the Canucks Jets game gets underway. Major Tao, nice hat, says to Paragrapher Pro. Barbershop window, is Hellbeck gonna allow 3 goals in? Well, we need him to allow 5 now. Hi, Major, says Jake Six Hoggy. Big Hog, yes, with me shooting, so Big Hog's gonna score 5 goals right now. Winnipeg is crushing our balls. We need to actually take some shots. Yeah, another shot. Lankinen with another save. Barbershop window, Hellbuck might be win the heart. Quinn Hughes collects behind the net. Skating out of his own zone, loses the puck. Must go back to get it. Jake Takes Hockey, is there a professional hockey team based out of Vancouver, British Columbia? Currently, there is no professional hockey team based out of Vancouver. There's a bunch of scrubs who are wearing a professional hockey league jersey. David W., the Canucks' over-reliance on Hronek and Quinn Hughes has reared its ugly head once more. It wasn't over-reliance, though, David. Everyone got scored on. Every single line except for one got scored on. Sherwood moves in. Shot. High and wide. Back to the point. Forbert throws it towards the net. Gets blocked. Off the post. Might have been off the side of the net. Sherwood with a shot wide to the other side. Myers puts the puck down behind the net. Bounces past Suter. Forbert pinches in but can't keep the puck in. Tyler Myers collects the puck and gives it away to Winnipeg. Canucks now have 7 shots. A Jet is complaining because he got a stick knocked out of his hands. No call. I don't think professional is the right word, Major Tao. Barbershop. Nuck's knee beat the Leafs, though. So did a Zamboni driver. Such a Leaf things to do. Yep. Major Tao laughing, wondering. Hockey stick. It's a parody team this year. Yeah. Major Tao, let's try to let Winnipeg score 2 this period. I mean, yeah, you got to look at improving, right? You let 3 in the first. You only let 2 in the second. That's improvement. I don't care what anyone says. Haha. Come on, Blanket. Let's do this. David W. Major Tao. Meanwhile, over at the UBS Arena, the Sens have a slim lead on the Isles on the mid-second period. Goal by Adam Gaudette. Former Vancouver Canucks Adam Gaudette. No doubt a much closer game than the Canucks Jets. Mike Torrance, more in favor of putting Demko in. Yeah, might not be a bad idea. David W. Jake takes hockey, and all but the Oilers were scheduled to, at some point Tuesday, play games. Given how many such games there are, I don't know if I'll watch all. Yeah, there's a lot of games on tonight. I think it's like 13 games or something. Good math, Jake. Jake with the good math. Calvin 99 Charlie. 1. Lanky set 1 around the boards and it didn't work. PD pinched and it didn't work. Millers, Myers, and Susie didn't skate back fast enough. Yep. Mohammed, Winnipeg 8, Canucks 0. Thanks for the effort, guys. Move on to the next game. Okay, so Mohammed saying it's going to be 8-0 for the Jets. Big Hog Hockey, no problem. Vancouver just took a penalty interference. Tyler Myers, Chaos Giraffe. They are playing good hockey, just unfortunate bounces. So Calvin's saying that it's not as bad as it looks. Tyler Myers also slammed into the boards. He doesn't understand why he's getting a penalty. Tyler Myers doesn't agree with the call. Nevertheless, he is going to the box. That's actually true. Muhammad agrees. Some bad bounces for the Canucks. Now they have to kill off the power play too. Yeah, and I'll put this one up again too. Beaver Buzz TV, thanks for stopping by. Nice one, Dustin. Respect your resilience. 4-0. Thank you, Calvin. Welcome, Mo, says Calvin. Pachico, OMG. 4-0 Jets. Milosh, yeah, this is fun. That was on Hughes. Bro, get Lankinen out. Matt, watching for the future. Welcome, Matt. Yikes. Jazz, Hachiko, change your profile. I think that's why we are losing. Big Hog, yup, I agree. Hachiko, we got scored on 3 times when I had the Orca picture, Jazz. Short-handed, Susie. Suter with a shot. Oh, right in front of the empty net. Canucks can't collect the puck, though. Good chance, short-handed. Their best chance of the game, probably. Short-handed. They almost gave up a good chance for Winnipeg. Good thing they've gotten back into their structure here. Kyle Gunnar trying to feed it through the Canucks. Collect the puck in the slot and shoot it all the way down the ice. Hachigo. Anyway, can we make it 0-5? We? Jacob, all right, I'm not watching anymore. I'm chill and chat, though. I'll chill and chat, though. Okay, we'll let you know when things get turned around. Gary Wiseman came back and saw they scored another, so I'm taking another break, I guess. Laugh out loud. Michael Chow, welcome back, Michael Chow. Canucks forwards are in observe and report mode on defense. Yep. Hronek clears the puck out from the gaping net. Sherwood. coming in on passes it up. Sherwood collects it, puts it down low. Canucks are gonna get a change now with 18 seconds left to go in the power play. Shots are 69, dude. Yeah, I saw that. Milosh, I think we might want to score the next goal. Good call, Milosh. I think they should probably score the next goal. That would help, says Gary Wiseman, the funniest man in chat. Mohammed, please change Lanky and bring Demko now. Milosh, I agree. Laugh out loud. Yeah, scoring a goal might help. Gary Wiseman, there's a hockey team. Not sure if I'd call them professional. Sorry, Jake. I'm a little mad, says Big Hog. It's all Juleson's fault, right? Right? Yeah, this whole game, it's all Juleson's fault, Sagmina. Get the pitchforks and torches out. It's all Juleson's fault. Susie puts it off the glass to center ice. And then Myers is back out of the box. Susie collects the puck, passes up to Pedersen. Pedersen skating out to center ice, gives it over to Garland, puts it down behind the net. Pedersen collects it, chips it over to Besser. Besser puts it up to Hughes on the point. Hughes puts it down low, gets blocked, goes to the corner. Hronek pinching in, puts it down low. Besser in on the forecheck. Pedersen chips it to the corner. No one there, unfortunately. Winnipeg collects the puck and skates it out at center. Just a little. I'm a little mad. Just a little. Mohammed, Canucks need to save themselves from embarrassment. Put Demko in front of the net now. If they score one more goal, do you put... Right, I'm going to make that our poll question. Demko in. Nah. It ain't Lanky's fault. Yup. What is this nonsense? I don't know. I'm not watching anymore. Okay. Oh, that answer's too long. Okay, here's our first poll question of the day. Should we put Demko in? Play Demko on the wing. I wonder how much of a winger he is. Pull the who's the kid? Is it Goldberg from Anaheim from the Mighty Ducks show? Pachico, what if instead of pulling the goalies, we pull a player and put in a second goalie? Good idea, says Big Hog. Major Towel, I think Garland is going to get one here. Major Towel, Colin Garland. Mohammed, I highly doubt the Canucks will turn their current game around. Nah, 4 here. Big Hog's got confidence. 2 minutes for illegal use of hockey. Yep, I would say that's the proper call for that penalty. I like Calvin 99 Charlie's optimism about the Canucks, even with the disaster of a game the Canucks have played. I can only wish, David W. says Mohammed. Yeah, we're all wishing right now. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires. Okay, I'll stop now. Hello, says Jake Takes Hockey. Yay, I'm out of jail. Welcome back from jail. Oh, and the puck just skips through. God, probably the best chance of game of the Canucks so far. Mohammed, I am not watching the game, just relaxing and chatting. Jerks. 4 goals and 12 shots is bad. Yes, barbershop. That is not a good percentage. Meanwhile, my beloved Sharks are currently 5-3 against the Red Wings. Hopefully, they can maintain their lead. I wouldn't bet on it. Major Town, my advice for the Canucks is to look up hockey in the dictionary. Maybe they need a copy of the rule book. Big Hog. Sorry, Jake. I had to do it. Why? We accept all fans in chat, don't we? I'm kind of mad. No, I don't. Jake Takes Hockey. Hey, team. What's shaking? What did I miss? Oh, my God. Drew Richards shows up. It's 4-0. Funny story, Drew. The last time the Canucks played the Jets on January the 14th, on a Tuesday, they lost 4-0. So let's go hockey team, says Jake Sakes Hockey. Matt, Jets third jerseys are nice. You know who isn't out of jail? Fuji. Hashtag justice for Fuji. Jake Sakes Hockey. Hi, Drew. At Drew Richards, fire. Lanky is not to blame for the score. He's a proven goaltender. Something else is wrong. Yep. There's something wrong with everyone on the entire team. Actually, let's double check that. So remember in the first intermission, I said the Canucks, every player was a -1. Oh, now every player is at least a -1. And then Hronek and Hughes were on for the fourth goal too. Hey, let's go check this out. It's ridiculous. Look at this. You want to blame someone? You blame everyone. Every single player is a -1. Every single line has been scored on now. And then the defensive pair of Hronek and Hughes have been scored on twice. Ah, look at this. He's got a .667 save percentage right now. Okay, back to the bar. I'm getting worked up. Can't get too worked up here. Rule book. Yeah, Major Towel. Get him a copy of the rule book. And they're just like, hockey is a game played on ice. The objective is to score goals. Oh, we're supposed to score goals, bro. That's what we're not supposed to allow them to score. It says right here. Oh no, I turned the TV off with my angry slamming down of the book. I don't know if I want to turn it back on now. I guess I probably should have the game on while I'm doing a stream about the Canucks. Drew Richards and shout out Drewski and shout out Mr. Fuji. Drew Richards, nice. The stats I didn't know I needed. Jason J, PD with no shots again, 11.5 million. It's actually 11.6 million. The Grandmaster, I'm very disappointed with the Canucks. Yeah, you and me both, nephew. William. Yeah, you guys are gonna get to hear about William, my nephew, who plays hockey down in Australia. There is hockey down in Australia, kids. Who knew? Major Tao, the Jets got smoked in the playoffs last year. This year, they mean business. The Jets are kind of like the Leafs that way. They're very good in the regular season in general, and then they shit the bed in the playoffs. Oops, swear jar. Okay. Okay, we're gonna close the poll now. Most of you, the majority in fact, have said that you don't think that we should poll Lankinen because it's not his fault. 56% of you saw, nah, it ain't Lanky's fault. 26%, I don't know, I'm not watching. And then 17%, yeah, what is this nonsense? So, Calvin 99 Charlie, laugh out loud, death. Big Hog Hockey, no Jets only perform in the regular season. Correct. Cancel the stream. Let's go back to our normal lives. No! And then the hockey guy. Is this the real hockey guy? Oh my gosh. Miller has been brutal. Welcome, hockey guy. It's nice to have you. Welcome to the stream. This is Nothing is Perfect. I'm Russell Holiday. I've never seen you before, but I like your name, and I appreciate that you've stopped by. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that sub button, hitting that like button. We're trying to get this number up to 1,000, and then we can start making some crazy ad revenue on Nothing is Perfect. So thank you, hockey guy, for being here. I appreciate it. Jake's Takes Hockey, agreed. Cancel the stream? No, we're not canceling the stream. Drew gets the swear jar out for me. Milosh, agreed. Miller does not look very good tonight. And Matt, like, it's -20 in Winnipeg right now. OMG, is it -20? Let's look this up. Winnipeg weather. -19. It's supposed to be minus 27 on Monday. What? That's why they call it Winnipeg. Oh, Connor Garland, take a penalty. Good way to get back into the game. Let's see what he did. Oh, it's a pitchfork. Whoopsies. Connor Garland accidentally hitting his stick between a player's leg, takes him down. Could have called it hooking, could have called it tripping. The Canucks keep on putting the puck to a place where they don't have a player. Back to the bar. So if there's anything we can say, Major Tau, pull the goalie depending on his confidence. With a $2 dono, Major Tau, thank you very much for the $2 dono. Pull the goalie depending on his confidence. Yep. How much is minus 19 in freedom units? Well, let's look it up. Minus 19 Celsius in Fahrenheit. That's minus 2.2 in Fahrenheit. So it's minus 2.2, Hachiko, in freedom units. Back to the bar. Heinen's stick gets in the way and the puck goes into the Winnipeg bench. Canucks have killed off the first 40 seconds of the latest power play. The second, it looks like this is the third power play of the game for the Winnipeg Jets. Oh no, it's only their second. So, yep. In bald eagles. Jason J, that will be Talkett's excuse. Minus 20. That's good. Perfect, Jason J. Oh, yeah. Sorry. When it's that cold out, my knees don't work properly. And so I couldn't coach properly. And thus, they... Major Dono hype. Welcome, Rome. Welcome to the funeral that we're running here. Rome. Hello, everyone. Glad I made it. We are glad you made it too, Rome. We need your emotional support right now. Major Tau, $2 dono. Josh Boma. Oh, it sucks when you can't score. It sure does. Minute left to go in the power play. 15 shots now for Winnipeg. How does it feel, Canucks fans? Josh Boma feeling that last loss to the Canucks, I guess, eh? Josh, because you're a Leafs fan first, right? Lankinen with a save, holding the goal line, and then the net comes right off. Juleson has his man on his butt. Welcome back, Josh. It's nice to have you, brother. Pardon my ignorance, but what happens after you reach 1,000 subs, Russ? So when this number gets up to 1,000, what happens is I get ad revenue. So if you guys are watching the stream, oh wow, Lankinen holding the line with his toe. Once I get to 1,000 subs, every time an ad plays on any of my videos or any of my streams, I will get a portion of the profit from that. So, yeah, and we're getting like, what are we getting these days? I'm gonna look it up because the numbers are actually been pretty good lately. I think we're getting a few thousand views a month or something like that. See, I'll look it up for you. But yeah, it essentially means more revenue for the stream, which means I can take more time off my day job and do more content for you guys. Which we want to see. We want to see more content. Good puck movement by the Jets. Then Lankinen has it in front but can't cover it and then makes another save. Pedersen's in front too on his hands and knees trying to block. Oh, we're up to 782. Thank you very much, whoever just subbed. I appreciate you. Slowly but surely, getting to 1,000 subs. Let's see. Analytics. So in the last 28 days, we've had about 8,000 views on the channel. So even if that's one advertisement per video or per view, and let's say I get paid 10 cents every time an ad plays on my channel, 10 cents times 8,000, whatever that ends up being, right? Where's my phone? Oh, it's sitting right in front of me. 10 cents times 8,000. Oh, 10 cents times 8,000 equals divided by $1. 100. Oh, yeah, so that's about 800 bucks, right? That's 800 bucks that I could make because of just the views that we're getting right now. Rome, he will become president of Canada. Giveaway Dobby. No. Giveaway Dobby. No. 6:38 left to go in the second period. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31. Patterson, Bachbesser, Jake DeBrusk driving down low. Jake DeBrusk skating out of the corner. Besser tries to get it up to Hughes at the point, who does collect the puck, keeps it in. Shot to the front of the net. I think Hellbuck might have made a save with his head on that one. Dobby! Dobby! Jake Stakes Hockey. The Canucks are losing, by the way, Rome. Josh Boma, we love this game. Laugh out loud. Milosh, that was ridiculous. That's great, Russ. Hope you reach 1K. Sub soon. Yeah, me too. Yo, what's shaking all? Sorry, I'm late. Big Mac 133 in the chat. Welcome, Big Mac. Nice to have you, brother. Big Mac, damn, this ain't good. Darn. Next digging. Shifley. Kyle Connor shoots it live. Connor Garland skating hard to get in on the forecheck. Hi, Big Mac. The Canucks are losing, by the way, says Jake Six Hockey. David W. Josh Boma of the Canadian teams with games to play this Tuesday. Only the Canucks and Flames have yet to score a goal in theirs. In the meantime, I plan to turn to some post-game streams. Rome, yeah. Jake Six Hockey, yeah. Rushed home to watch this. 4-0 isn't what I expected. No, but it is what I expected for some reason. Love rushing home to watch the Canucks lose. There's nothing better, isn't there? Big Hog. Don't work then, Jake. Good point, Hog. I'll get right on that. Rome, maybe I should just run a YouTube channel too and start collecting some of that YouTube cash. Some of that YouTube dollars. I could get you fired, Jake. The Sharks win 6-3 LFG. There it is, 5-0. That's what I said it was going to be. It's too early, though. They already have 5 goals. Hachiko, the Canucks on the other hand. Oh, no. Hachiko, score then. Sharks, yes. Nick Pinkerton should be happy. Yeah, Nick is probably stoked about that. Hachiko, no. Why are you upset, Hachiko? Why are you upset? Your profile picture says that you're totally fine with what's happening. 05. OMG. Okay. Now we're going to do a new poll question. How many goals can the Jets score? Question mark. Okay, we're going to go with 6, 7, 8. And then we'll just go with a flat 10 too. Just because, you know. There it is. Here's a new poll question. How many goals will Winnipeg score right now in this game? Mike Torrance, Jets goalie getting cheeky now. Cheeky Snow playing in net. Hockey guy, we lost. Hockey guy, we probably did lose, bro. I'm a leave. Don't leave, Big Hog. But you can we make it 6-0? Are we winning yet? Says Gary Wiseman. Nothing is perfect. Look who's in the picture. Oh, is it? You did the thing again, didn't you, Hachiko? That's Tyler Myers. So, everyone, just so you know, it is a jet that Hachiko has in his profile picture, but it is, in fact, Tyler Myers. Great effort tonight, says Milosh. Calvin 99 Charlie, nah, I think we still got them where we want them. Yeah, we've got them exactly where we want them. We're going to have the most dramatic comeback in the history of the NHL. I predicted this game to be a 6-5 for the Jets. I think I may get the first part right. Is that Ehlers? It is Ehlers. It is Ehlers. He does play for the Jets. Should I go play Minecraft? If you play Minecraft, how are you going to be able to actually accurately depict what the Canucks are doing in this game? Hey, Dobby. Dobby. I was gonna grab Dobby because I'm sad, but he's like fully sleeping, and I don't want to, I don't want to do it. I don't want to wake him up. It doesn't seem fair. Yes, Jake, says Ichigo. Yes, says Big Hog. With me. Join the REM, laugh out loud. Bedrock? Question mark. What is Bedrock? Is that a Calvin 99 Charlie? Add me, Jake, on Minecraft. Jupiter's 420. 420, bro. Kevin K, still come back. Yeah, Kevin believes. Kevin knows exactly what's about to happen. I have lava, but I'm too lazy to install it on this laptop. Yes, Bedrock. Wake up, Dobby. We need him. I can't. It'd be mean. It'd be mean to do that. The Grandmaster. After this, I'm going to play NHL 24 and beat the Jets 40-0. Calvin, is that Bedrock? Calvin 99 Charlie, you have a realm. I was going to buy one once, but I don't have enough friends. Laugh out loud. Barbershop window, 13 shots, 5 goals against. Think JT Miller wants to come to the Oilers, but he has to play on the fourth line with Perry. That would be like the most angry. That would be the most angry fourth line ever. Calvin 99 Charlie, yes, Xbox, but can still add on PS through Minecraft. Yep. Cross-platform. Kevin K, no, done. No, done yet. Yeah, Kevin K, he knows. Kevin K showing up with all that positivity. Thinks that the Canucks can come back. Down 5-0. Pettersson wins his 5th faceoff of the night. He's 5 for 9 now. 3:48 left to go in the second period. 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. Chihuahua. Jake Stakes Hockey. Mine is X get snaked X. If anyone adds me, I'll add them. Kevin K. Vancouver still be good even if they lose. Yep. Kevin bringing the positivity to the chat. You love to see it. Welcome, Kevin K. Oh yeah, by the way, did everyone see my new shirt? Sum 41. Sum 41. I'm trying to distract you from the game. Sum 41. Want to see the back? Or are you going to get some booty shots too? There's the back of the shirt. Brand new Sum 41 shirt. Everyone saw that I was going to the Sum 41 show. Did anyone tune into the Sum 41 stream that I did? Ain't nothing over. Sagmina believes. I like it, Sagmina. It ain't over to the fat lady's frozen. So we'll call it that. It ain't over till the fat lady's frozen. Next, flip it out to center. Like Hronek flips it out to center. Jets carried out. Canucks were changing. Kevin K, better than 3 years ago. Yep. Barbershop. Hopefully the Flames win. Big Mac saw the stream. Yeah, I saw Big Mac there. Kyle Connor going for his 4th goal and missed the wide open net. Hachigo was there too. Yeah. The crazy thing about that stream was it was immediately copyrighted. It actually picked it up, and it got blocked. So anyone who you had to see the Sum 41 stream live. I streamed for like 10 minutes. Toymaker, Canucks go in defense mode after scoring 2 goals. Jets are hungry even after scoring 5. That's the difference. Yes, Toymaker, that's a very good point. The Jets are up 5-0, and they are absolutely still dominating this game. The Canucks look like they are just hanging on. They are just hoping to get this game over with and get back home, which I don't know why they want to do that either, because they're actually terrible at home. Welcome back, Toymakers. Nice to see you. Coming in with some good takes on this terrible game for the Canucks so far. Luger in the corner. Puts it up to Hughes. Hughes backtracking to the blue line. Spins. Skates to the middle. Shot. Hellebuck saves it. And then covers the puck. RS5e. All that hope from last game. Gone. RS5e, you're right. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Nice to see you. Kevin K. Canucks might still be able to win. Co Canucks glow. 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 See? You do Co Canucks glow. Big Hog. Y'all see NHL YouTubers are being copyrighted? Yep. It's at Eck and Hockey Psychology, Diener HD. A lot of these guys are getting screwed over by the copyright rules on YouTube right now. I think Knuckhead's probably having troubles too. Sherwood, Heinen, shot. Hellebuck makes a save, drops the rebound in front of him, but quickly gets down to his knees to cover the puck. Leafs lost. Oh no, Zach. Oh no, Zach. The Leafs lost. That's 2 in a row for the Leafs. Whoopsies. Mohammed, Canucks start hitting all the Jets players. Play hard, guys. I hope they do. Mohammed, we need more hits. We need more hits. Mr. Mohammed is right. Hughes can't keep the puck in. But he may have changed up the lines again. You got Hughes and Myers out together again. The Jets have 19 shots in this period. Canucks do have 19 hits. Jake Takes Hockey. Yeah, watch that video by Eck Hog. Copyright is such a pain in the ass. Oh, swear jar. Yee. Nobody giving up now, says Kevin K. Good. Oh, Canucks. Whoa. Canucks Fan 94. Welcome back, Canucks Fan 94. Haven't seen you in a while. RS5E. That's the Canucks this season. Shows the misery with brief commercial breaks of happiness. DeBrusque, Hughes. Pass across to Besser, but couldn't get a stick on it. Yeah, it looks like they've done a full change in their lines now. Hughes with a shot right at the buzzer. Couldn't connect. All right. Second intermission. As I mentioned, we're going to go straight into it because we want to forget about this game right now. Let's get this updated. I can't spell intermission. There we go. Okay, everyone. Are we all ready? Are we all ready for the interview with my brother? So I don't know if you guys are ready for the interview with my brother, are you? Today's second intermission guest is coming to us all the way from the other side of the globe in Australia. We chatted last night, our time, which was today his time, because time zones, you know. Check out this conversation with my younger brother, Ryan, where I start off by asking him what his favorite hockey team is.
Oh, yeah, you know, it's the Canucks.
Yep.
Of course it is.
But it wasn't always the Canucks. I should mention
yeah,
that.
I know. There was that. I did go to the dark side for a while there. I think that was mainly just to piss you off, though.
Yeah, it was.
I cheered for the Maple Leafs for a while. Sorry. I think I've redeemed myself by now, though.
Yeah, you sure have. So would that mean your favorite player of all time is Matt Sundin because he played for both?
Oh, look, that's actually when you told me about that one. I was thinking, I don't have a favorite player of all time, but yeah, no, that's a good candidate.
Yeah.
Play with some grit, very skilled, good leader. Probably say Steve Eiserman though, to be honest,
Actually, not
for
bad.
for those exact same reasons.
Yeah.
Winning that cup on a broken leg is just something out of just. Are you serious? Like that's movie material right there.
Yeah. So 2002, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was around then.
I think that was the year they beat the Canucks too. So on a broken leg, of course.
Yeah. No, there were stories from the other guys talking about how in the intermissions they could hear him screaming from the medical room as he was getting juiced up again and having his leg frozen.
Crazy. So do you have like a favorite hockey moment as a fan?
As a fan, this is so generic, I'd say, but it's the 2010 Winter Olympics, the golden goal, the golden goal. I was at some church thing. It was on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Back when I used to be a good church faring boy.
Yeah.
It was some like couples thing, like there was groups of couples going and doing like, I don't know, reading Bibles and stuff together. And then I said I wasn't going when they rang me because I was watching the Olympics, and they're like, "No, that's what we're watching." So we went, and there was some attempt at at some religious discussions, but they disappeared pretty quick. And yeah, it was interesting jumping up and cheering for that goal with a bunch of like the old guys that were dad's friends and whatnot from church. While their wives are staring, giving them daggers because we're watching hockey instead of talking about Jesus. Yeah, that was pretty fun. But like that aside, yeah, that was an awesome moment. Even though the whole vibe around Vancouver that year was amazing.
It's one of those goals.
Obviously, the Canucks were looking pretty good. The Olympics were in town, and yeah, having Bobby Lou in net made it even better.
Yeah, everyone remembers where they were when that goal went in.
Oh yeah,
Iggy. So do you have you played a little bit, because obviously we played roller hockey growing up. We started playing ice hockey in our adult years. But do you have like in your playing career, do you have like a favorite moment while you've been playing the game?
Look, I really liked it when me and my mates used to rent the rink out and just play late night hockey, you know, after hours once all the games were done, but not necessarily for that, you know, it was a bit of a shit show. But at the end, when we had like 10 minutes left, everyone would look at each other and we'd all just drop the gloves and have a giant brawl. It was good, man. Anyone who'd been pissing you off the week before, you found them. That's me and you this time, bud.
Yeah, that's what I did. I had a similar one where I think it was more like daytime too, but we'd like rent the rink out. And I remember I was down there with like Andrew and Lauren and stuff, and we just started hip checking each other just like crazy. I think you might even been there too. We just started just like throwing body checks on each other, and that was a pretty similar situation.
Yeah. Me and Lauren had a pretty good run in playing inline. Do you remember when I came and played with you and your friends team?
Yeah.
I think we were playing in Langley.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was that one play where the puck went down the end there, and it was me and him going for it, and I just knew one of us was getting it, and it wasn't going to be me. So I was eased off a stride before we got to the boards, and yeah, he got flattened, and then he sucker punched someone later on. I don't know. Anyways, ended in shambles. He was meant to be your guys' friend. I don't think you guys were friends for a while after that.
Oh no, I mean it was one of those things. We had a team that we'd been playing with for a couple of years, where essentially it was all of us high school guys who'd gotten together, put a team together. We were playing like Zinc or something like that. And so finally, it was one of those things. Like sometimes you just have a team splits in half. So half of us went on one team, half of us went on the other team. We added other guys, and those games were the most violent games I think I've ever played in. We had parents screaming at us. We had like, yeah, it was funny. Like people that I ended up, you know, talking at the wedding with when Andrew got married, right? Like Andrew was on the other team too, which is one of my best friends.
I was just thinking that he was on Lauren's team.
Yeah. So we had parents yelling. It was a wild night. And you were young too, right? You were. I think you were still like 19 or something like that.
I think I was younger. I think I was still in high school. I don't know.
So I did mention you are playing ice hockey down in Australia, which people might be surprised to hear. Can you tell me a little bit about the rink and like kind of how things go down there?
Oh, sorry to cut you off. So I live in Darwin, which is in the tropics in Australia, which is there's ice rinks in all the other major cities. The ice rink here got built about 6-7 years ago. It is bush league. The quality of the ice I would compare to pond hockey. There's big old bumps everywhere, and yeah, it's pretty soft. I don't even bother sharpening my skates. But it's good. It's a good crew of people down there. We've had a lot of Canadians come through. I play with a couple most of the time, but they come and go. Darwin's a very transient town. But they do actually have some pretty good competitions in Newcastle, Canberra, and Melbourne. In Melbourne, there's such high demand that they have a winter season and a summer season. You're only allowed to play one or the other. You can't play both. They just have too many players and not enough rinks. There was a good competition in Adelaide as well, but the rink shut down, unfortunately, about a year ago.
That's unfortunate.
So that's all gone now. But there's a semi-professional league called the AIHL. They're still running. It's good hockey. It's a lot of the guys are former college players or they came out of leagues out of Europe. So it's a decent, as decent a level as hockey as you can get in Australia. That's the top league here. They're all way better than me, so yeah. But that's not saying much.
Coming from two guys who we never played growing up, right? We played, like I said, we played roller hockey growing up. Ice hockey didn't get into our veins until like I was 30, I think, when I started playing, and you were probably around the same too, right?
Yeah. I was playing union growing up. Oh, sorry, rugby.
Yeah.
As you, all the Canadian folk would call it.
Yeah. Yeah. You were a rugby kid in high school.
Mm.
So I did know, this was maybe a couple years back, you guys did a little international friendly. You had your Team Canada versus Team Australia. Can you tell me a little bit about how that came together and how the game went?
We did. So back to the rink in Darwin. It's probably about a third the size of a regulation rink. So we only play 3-on-3. At the time, we had about 7 Canadians, which was just enough for 2 lines. Our goalie wasn't technically Canadian, but we had to make do. We had to pretend like we were doing something big and important. And that was a really fun experience. We actually got some decent crowds down. We advertised it, and people were like, "What?" A lot of people don't even realize there's an ice rink in Darwin, and it's been here for years.
Yeah.
So we got some decent audiences down. Played a best of 3, and of course, the Canadian team won. But not to brag. It's kind of a big deal in Darwin.
I mean, the juniors just lost to Latvia, so I think that would have been even a bigger upset if Canada lost to Australian ice hockey.
Yeah, that's true. Australia is actually one of the top teams for international inline hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Or they were for years and years. I don't actually pay attention to the current standings, to be honest. But yeah.
That's funny.
Now, a lot of the Australian players up here started playing inline and then got into ice hockey eventually. Yeah. There's a lot more inline rinks than there are ice rinks.
You still playing these days down there at the rink?
I haven't played since the start of last year. I was getting pretty bored with it, to be honest, and I decided to jump between the posts and playing net just to try and do something different and re-engage myself in it. And within, I'm 37. That's a great idea. Go play in net.
Yeah.
I'm sure your knees and hips can take it. And yeah, sure enough, I blew my knee out. So
there you go.
It was fun. I was enjoying it. And then there was one play where I went down into butterfly and I went to push back up and I felt my hips pop and I felt my knee twang and bang, all over.
I can't even believe you were attempting to do butterfly. Like, I honestly thought you would just play stand up.
Nah. If you're going to do something, go hard.
Well, I've only been in net once. It was a roller hockey game, and it was in roller hockey. You play two halves like we did, and in the first half, I think I only gave in like maybe 1 or 2 goals. Like we were down like 2-0 or something after the first, and then the second period they figured out I wasn't a goalie, and they started shooting low, and I couldn't butterfly. So I think I ended up letting in like 14 or something in the second half. We ended up losing like 16-0. So things went off the rails quite quickly. So my goalie career ended because my confidence was cracked, not because my hips were cracked.
Yeah. Nah, well, my hips are fine. It was just my knee, but that's all right. I'm feeling pretty good. I'll probably go back and play pretty shortly.
I was gonna ask, is William or Layla still skating pretty regularly, or what is their situation?
Well, yeah, William's still playing up here. They do have a decent little comp for the juniors. They've got three H divisions. Layla has pretty much pulled away from ice hockey, or not ice hockey. She was taking skating lessons, and she wanted to play ice hockey. And then she has changed her mind again. So I think she was too interested in Taylor Swift and cats and makeup, and has no interest in ice skating anymore. But I still take them down to the rink all the time.
That's fun.
We'll go for a skate once or twice a month.
Should say William and Layla is my brother Ryan's kids, which are my niece and nephew. So that's why.
Oh yeah, sorry, I should have explained that.
No, I didn't. I asked the question. I didn't even explain it. So good interview.
Yeah, William's still playing though. They're in school holidays here at the moment.
Yeah.
It ends end of January, so they'll go back after that.
Yeah.
He's right into it and loving it.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. He'll be making Team Australia in no time, because I think they're trying to crack the IIHF, but you never know.
I don't think it'll happen anytime soon.
No, you never know. I think Kenya just got in, so anything's possible. So let's talk a little Canucks hockey, because you obviously are keeping track down there from down under.
Yep.
Let's start off. Let's talk about what you liked about the team so far this season. There's anything that you've really enjoyed watching in the Canucks in 24-25?
My answers are going to be pretty much what everyone's thinking. You know what I mean? Like obviously Lankinen, that was amazing. Him coming in, I didn't know much about him before he came here, and he just plays lights out. He's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of games that we had no business being in, win or lose, and he's stolen us some games. He's kept us in games. He's definitely making a case for a starter role, which will probably be somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to stick around for a 1B role. Yeah, I like that. I do. And I guess the other one would be Sherwood as well, which is just 2 guys from Nashville. Which when we picked up Sherwood, I was stoked because I watched him play against us last year in the playoffs. I was like, we need that guy. Like, we need people like that. We need people that are gonna be assholes and get people pissed off and still be able to, skate and shoot and play a skilled game at the same time.
So anything that's
and lead the league in hits by, what is it, like 70 hits by
a lot.
now?
He leads the team in hits by like over 100 or something like that now. It's insane. I think he's got like 200 and something, and the next person down has like 80 something. Like, it's the discrepancy is insane.
He's a man on the mission.
What's been the most frustrating part about watching the Canucks so far this year?
Aside from the injuries?
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of games, a lot of the poor showings, it's looked like there's been poor effort. And I don't know if you put that down to conditioning or, guys not buying into Tocchet's system or what it is, but there's been a lot of games where it just looks like they don't care, We might get 10 minutes at the start where they're playing good, and then suddenly no one's hitting. That's a big thing I've noticed, is if the guys are hitting, throwing their body around, they usually are going to have a decent game, win or lose.
Yeah, it's been interesting because I think me and Dustin were talking about it. I think if you can probably count on one hand how many 60-minute games they've played, right? Like, where maybe 3 or 4 games where you can say they played the entire game well without having giant gaps.
The lack of a full 60 minutes has been shocking, I think.
Is anything that's really surprised you so far this year?
No. Well, I'm not surprised by the defense because we all knew how that was going to go.
Yep.
I was a bit surprised at the lack of support from the forwards through times on defense. They've left their defense out to dry. Which is, and it was polar. The games we've won, like that game against the Leafs the other night, everyone bought into their systems, and the forwards. I mean, look at Patterson. Holy shit, what a game he had! That if he played like that every game, that's a Selkie.
Mm-hmm.
He was just unreal. And that's with the defensive group we have. We need our forwards doing that. There's just no ifs, and or buts about it.
Do you think Hughes is making a case for a Norris and a Hart?
Oh, yeah, I've seen this discussion. Look, I mean, he's the most valuable player to our team, for sure. The stats don't lie. You look at the statistics when he's on the ice and when he's not on the ice. And then you put him against comparables and how much more important he is to our performance than those other star players are to theirs. It definitely, there should be a case for it, but we know how the Hart Trophy is usually awarded. It's usually just one of the top three in scoring.
Yeah. Yeah, it's usually how it goes.
You know, McKinnon won it last year, so I think I guess Draisaitl's probably going to be top of the conversation at the moment. But to be fair, Hellebuck should be up there. But you know, it's a position-driven trophy, unfortunately.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
it's not very often goalies win it. It's not very often defensemen win it.
With Theodore, right? Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, brother. It's nice chatting with you, and enjoy the rest of the Winnipeg Jets game once you watch it.
Yeah, can't wait. Thanks, brother. Good talking to you.
Just like that, eh? You meet my brother once, and y'all want me gone? Just like that, eh? Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's my brother from Australia. It's been down there for like 13, 14 years or something like that now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. We are underway in the third period. 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48. Also, I've started drinking. Too evil. Oh my goodness. Canucks got this as Major Tau. So far. Major Tau. Big Mac, Big Mac, Big Mac. And Pachico's like, hello, younger brother. And then Zach is like, Leafs. And then Calvin's like, his beard is better than yours, Russ. Laugh out loud. Throw yours out. Laugh out loud. The Winnipeg Jets have once again started playing in the Vancouver zone again. Big Hog, I like Ryan better. Hughes has the same look on his face that Patrick Waugh had before asking for a trade from Montreal. No, don't say that, Barber. He's not going to ask for a trade. Big Hog, he seems chill, unlike Russ. What are you saying? I'm not chill, bro. The Grandmaster, my nephew. That man is very bald. That is very true. Hog. Laugh out loud. Zoe, do you miss Canada? Yes, he does miss Canada. But like I said, he was up here in June with my nephew, Grandmaster. Kevin K, Vancouver Canucks still might go in the playoffs because good record, but goals scored in about 43 games. Still haven't scored 6 or 7 goals. Yep. A Chico barbershop window. Trade Hughes to the San Jose. No, says Big Hog. Barbershop. Hughes is leaving. He's sick of this dumpster fire. And Tyler Myers is once again taking a penalty. Not dating him long distance. Fair enough. No, says Zoe. McDavid is going to leave if they don't win nothing but a handshake from the winning team. Yep. Yeah. Connor McDavid is going to demand a trade. And there it is. Just like that. 6-0. Okay, let's finish this poll now. 6-0. How high can they go? How high can they go? Oh my gosh. You're all chanting for me to leave now. Laugh out loud. Calvin, him crying last year was hilarious. I don't think he can cry again for Edmonton. and leave Edmonton like Wayne did. Ryan Holiday is greater than Russell Holiday. Same with Hughes, says Jason J. He'll leave. Quinn will leave for Utah, says Calvin. Hachiko, Quinn to San Jose. Big Hog, stop spreading rumors about my boyfriend. Hachiko, he already plays with celebrating on Xbox College Football. Huh. Does Ryan have a Dobby? Yes, Ryan does have a dog. Calvin99 Charlie. Oh, wow. I just realized Ryan is in Australia. Yep. Down under. Oh, by the way, Zoe, welcome. I didn't say welcome to Zoe yet. Ryan looks like Tyson Fury. Yep. Hachiko, I keep getting the Australian Women's Ice Hockey League recommended to me on YouTube, so I decided to subscribe. Yep. They stream their games live for free here, so it's nice. Oh, that's cool. Good to see some puck comes right into the Canucks slot. So rollerblade hockey sounds fun. Roller hockey is so much fun. I love playing roller hockey growing up. Connor Hale, Tocchet, I feel, has the look and signs of a man who has given up. Yeah, I mean, like, his team has definitely given up. Patterson can't control the puck. I think he's gone at the end of the season. Yeah, I mean, it's possible. I think it's the thing is the Canucks are still hanging around a wild card spot, so I don't think they're going to fire him at this point. But, I mean, if they don't make the playoffs, there's a very real chance. Zoe, I think the Canucks need to go to a women's roller derby game. Yeah, maybe that would teach them how to actually be tough, eh? Connor Gale, I thought Australians were number one at putting shrimp on the barbie. Put a shrimp on the barbie. Agreed, Connor. They are. And then my nephew, who's Australian, was like, bruh. And then Big Hog, Australians are number one at having the most annoying, cool accents. I like the OD, Mike Torrance says. Yeah, it's funny because my brother, everyone thinks he's Irish in Australia because they think he's Irish because he's got a slight Australian accent. But he doesn't have quite an Australian. He's like a Canadian Australian accent, which sounds Irish, I guess. Calvin99 Charlie, his reaction to him asking the question. PK, welcome PK, nice to have you. Thanks for stopping by. Evidence piling up that this team ain't anywhere close to playing for the cup. Alvin and his Chipmunks plans need to be adjusted and quick. Yeah, we need some Oi, hello mate. How's it going? About time to put a couple shrimp on the barbie. Wrestle kangaroo later, maybe. Oi, Noor the kangaroo won. Oh, that's Jake doing his best Australian accent. We all feel the same, says Calvin. Big Hog, petition to have Ryan take over Russ for the stream. What? Petition signed number 1. Thumbs up. Sign number 2 from Big Hog. Briz Chiz Beer League Knuckles. Yeah. Briz Chiz. That's what my brother did. His favorite hockey moments is getting in scraps with his friends. Oh, the Canucks are on the power play. I didn't even notice. And they lost the face-off, and the puck is all the way down the ice. Connor Hill, Miller doesn't care, and Pettersson doesn't care. I think Pettersson cares more than Miller at this point. But that's not saying a lot. Connor Hill, Lankin and Hughes, Sherwood, Garland really are the only ones. And me. Big Hog cares. Briz Chiz, I fear they are hanging Tocchet out bad, but the personnel is god awful. Yeah, the defense has not been great. Who eats kangaroo? They eat kangaroo in Australia. DeBrusque. Hughes at the line. Down to Pettersson. Puts it back up to Hughes. Lekermacki. That's how this game's going. Lekermacki stick explodes. Only one more period to go, folks, and we can do this. We can survive this. Watch, it's almost over. How the heck did they get that chat shorthanded? Josh Bowman. Lankinen is your guy. Yep. He's let in 5 goals this game, though. Sherwood. Hronek on the second power play unit at the point. Shot. Deflected high and out of play. Connor Cahill, no Ryan. Defense were left out to dry. They left their goalies out to dry. That is true. At least you can talk to your bro. Yep, I can. That's the nice thing. I play video games with this little weirdo too. the Grandmaster. The bald guy is weird. Yeah, me and my nephew play Fortnite a little bit. Jakes takes hockey, laughing. Too good. No more Russ. No more Russ. No more Russ. Come on, everyone, jump in. No more Russ. No more Russ. Russ, no more. No more Russ. Nick H. Another penalty by Myers. Trash D-man. Zach's like, no. Canucks get a shot. Nah, we still got this game. Laugh out loud, says Calvin99 Charlie. Nick H. It's 6-0. LMAFO. Yep. Yep, Nick. Zoe's just like octopus. Nick H. I'm behind by 30 seconds delay. Laugh out loud. Yeah, it is 6-0 still. I'll let you know if they score. Hachiko, oh my. Calgary tied now, says Jason J. Ooh, Calgary's trying to win and take that last wild card spot from the Canucks. They can do it tonight if they want. Zoe, oh my, no gonads. Nick H, why are you guys trash talking Edmonton? They have 5 cups. Canucks have 0 cups and will never reach that level. Literally never, ever, ever. We're Canucks fans, so we make fun of the Oilers because we're jealous because they have 5 cups and we don't have any. Is that a clear enough answer, Nick H? When was the last time Edmonton won the cup, by the way, Nick H? Big Hog Hockey. So the year Nuckhead joins, the Canucks are good. When Russ joins, they suck. Weird how this works. So I'm taking all the blame now. Zoe, it's okay. Hachigo, can we make it 7-0? Jakes takes Hockey. I think you're onto something, Hog. Fire Russ. Fire Russ. Time to call it quits. No more Russ. No more Russ. Change your logo back at Hachiko. They might come back. Hoglander trying to add to his 8 goals against the Winnipeg Jets, digging in. Yeah, remember everyone, Hoglander has more goals against the Jets than any other Canuck. We need him to score. Zoe, if you look really, really closely at Hachiko's icon, it's Tyler Myers. Riot! Jake's got a cop and a fire. Zoe, they got in this mess when my picture was an orca. Rod, Oilers have what? 5 first overall draft picks? Yeah, and the Canucks have never drafted number 1 overall. Barbershop Window, has Tocchet called a timeout yet? Haha. Pulled the goalie? No. He did not call a timeout when they were down 3-0 because there was hats going onto the ice. So they got a free timeout because it was a hat trick. He doesn't look like an elf. Power play. Yep, hockey guy. They did get it, and they didn't do anything with it. Big PP. Narwhal. It's not like the Nucks are good on the power play. Right. And they weren't. Toymaker, I like Tocchet, but you can't fire the team. A coaching change might be needed. Oh, yeah, sorry. Big PP here. Big Mac, I don't know where the F else they'd eat kangaroo other than Australia. Let's go. Go Canucks, go. Swear jar. Really hope we don't let in 7. Make it 7. Make it 7. Besser behind the net. Back to the point on Hughes. Hughes puts it just wide. Forbort out there. Besser puts it out to... Oh, Forbort with a chance, but couldn't get his puck. We lost his Jazz. No more Russ is Jazz. Major Tau. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Dobby. Puck goes just wide. Connor with another chance. He could have 5 this game. Barbershop Window. Jay Woodcroft is available for coaching. That would be the ultimate move, right? Add Edmonton's old coach. No kangaroo, says Zoe. PK Lanky is the only one playing tonight. The rest are passengers on the Dream Train to YVR. Yep. My wife says it's sustainable to eat kangaroo in Australia because there's more kangaroos than there are people. So I guess that's why you should be eating kangaroos if you live in Australia. Big facts with Crystal. Toymaker, pull the goal. Yeah, let's just go 6-on-5 for the rest of the game. How bad could it get? KC in the chat. Welcome, KC. Talk has coached the talent out of this team. Gary Wiseman still have time for a comeback. Gary's back from his latest break. The Grandmaster, we are going to win this 30-6. They're going to score a goal every 30 seconds for the rest of the game. Major Tau, should we all start just rooting for Calgary? Let me think about it. No! Jake's takes. I can maybe get on board with that, Major. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. Canucks glow. PK. Tocchet is supposed to have high hockey IQ, but perhaps he lacks common sense. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome is the definition of insanity. Trevor Linden, Canucks glow. Trevor Linden, Canucks glow. Trevor Linden, Canucks glow. Trevor Linden. The problem with being bald is there is nothing to insulate your brain from stupid ideas. Yep, I can see that. That's a shot at Tocchet and my brother, right? Barbershop window. Damn you, ST. Milosh, never cheer for Calgary, you guys. Come on. Yeah, I would never. Damn you, St. Louis. Okay, St. Louis. That's what it was. Is St. Louis beating Calgary now? Is that what's happening? NHL. Let's go to NHL.com and see what the score is. When you're score watching, even though, yeah, St. Louis is taking the lead against the Calgary Flames, just so everyone knows. So, for now, we still have a wild card spot. Back to the bar. Hogs for the Hattie. Hashtag don't blame Russ. Thank you, Matt. The first comment in favor of me. Hashtag don't blame Russ. Josh Boma can still come back. Canucks. Yes, Josh Boma. I like the positivity. I think Josh wants us to come back because it makes him feel bad that the Canucks are getting beaten so bad after beating the Toronto Maple Leafs so bad. Right, Josh? Toymaker. Defensive coaching worked for Tocchet in Phoenix. He had no superstars. You go with what works for you, I guess. Just under 11 minutes left to go in the third period. So that is why we are here, just for the facts. Russ, some can handle it, some can't. True. Look at that! What did I say? Big Hoglander, the #1 Canuck goal scorer against the Jets on the current roster, improves it from 8 to 9. Breaking that shutout. Hoglander strips the puck from the defenseman on the blue line, comes in and shoots it right past Connor Hellebuck, and the Canucks have scored a goal, beginning the comeback. Big Hoglander. Niels, Big Hoglander. Milosh says Hog. Pass Linden says 6-1. Let's go, says Jake Six. Noah Dang says 6-1. Josh Boma, yay, it's cold and icy winter for Canadian hockey fans. Matt, we scored. Hachiko, goal. And then Zach's like, goal. And then hockey guy's like, goal. And then Big Mac's like, goal. Boom. And then Big Hog's like, bang. And then Mike Torrance is like, boo. And then Calvin's like, Trevor Linden, goal. And then hockey guy's like, hog. And then Jazz like, doesn't matter. And then he's like, goal. And then Big Hog's like, LFG. Really nice goal, says Milosh. Yep. Hoglander strips the puck. Plan the parade. The cup is ours. So awesome, yeah? Then Big Hog's like, go. And then Grandmaster's like, I predicted it to be 1-6. And then Big Hog's like, I did something. And then PK's like, why is it the Nucks don't ever seem to outshake anyone? They all get stapled to the boards. Or outskate anyone. They all get stapled to the boards. It happens a lot. PK, you're right. They need to do a better job of getting away from those checks. The greatest comeback ever, says Zoe. Yeah, that's what we're about to see. Nice job, Hog. Apav, welcome. Welcome, Apav. First comment of the day, I think. Do you think Rick will pull the goalie? He hasn't yet, so I don't think he will. Jake says, nice goal, Hog. And then Major Tau with a $5 dono. We appreciate you, Major Tau, putting Dobby through college. Hattie for Hogs. LFG parade is back on. To get some hype in the chat for Major Tau with a $5 dono. PK Hoggy scores. Take that, talk. Big Hog, you're effing welcome. Pass it to Linden. Sounds you're trying to force out one out. Lavala, poor Hog. All of the games he could snap the streak in. It has to be one that is already lost. 9 minutes left to go in the third period. All starts with me, says Big Hog. Thanks, Jake, says Big Hog. Go, Vancouver, go, says Zach. And then PK says, Talk probably will bench Hoggy next game and claim he scored not according to the system. Yeah. Well done, Big Hog. Major Tau, Hog is about to win the Conn Smythe. Yes, sir. Too evil, says Zach. Too evil. Too evil, says Gary. Sounds like. Quinn Hughes in. Shot is blocked. The puck comes out to center. Connor Garland comes back into neutral zone to collect the puck. Chips it up. Hoglander, or Leckerbank just got blown up on the boards, but he's back on his skates. Too evil, says Big Mac. Big Hog, give me the Hart, Calder, Art Ross, Norris, Vesna, Conn Smythe, and Lady Bing, etc. Toymaker, if the Oilers win next game, it will break this team. Talk will someone play Hog for this loss? Blame. Will somehow blame Hog for this loss. Major Tau, we are clearly just lacking in evil. Quick fix. Is Gerard Gallant available, says Toymaker? Get some roller derby substitutes or a roller derby coach. Oilers are also drafted Yakupov, the biggest flop in NHL history. Stewed Rue. No dang. The Canucks sucks, says no dang. Matt, does your brother like Aussie Rules football? Hey, William, if you're still watching, does your dad like Aussie Rules football? Major Tau, it looks like Talkett will have to win the next game. Russ, if we don't get Ryan on the stream on Thursday, I'm going to unsubscribe and leave forever. Lol. You can't stay away, Big Hog. You love us too much. Zoe says, get the tinfoil hat. Barbershop's like, I'm bald. Wash and wear. PK, so are they playing EP $11 million to be a defensive center because he hasn't done shit in this game? Well, I don't think anyone has done anything in this game except for Big Hog. No dang is just crying. Major Tau, Big Hog to laugh out loud. Too evil. Rome says, here's the small victories, Hoglander. Yep. Calvin 99 Charlie, we need Calgary to lose their game if we want a chance at the playoffs. Yeah, Calgary now has games in hand on us. Brock Besser up to Heinen. Heinen tries to get to Miller, and the intercepted puck goes out of the zone. Big Hog, thanks everyone. Could not have done it without you. No dang's like game over, game over, game over, game over, game over, game over. Major Tau's like, peace. Go Canucks, go. Shout out to Hella Buck. Oh, Hella Bitch. Oh, wow. No shutout for Hella Bitch. And Jake liked that. I did 2 square jars there. If we had Joshua, we would have won. Okay, they can't use injuries as an excuse anymore. Yeah. No. That's the reason. If Dakota Joshua was in the lineup, it wouldn't be this bad. They would. It's because they don't have Dakota Joshua, right? Connor is basically the GOAT for them. Connor Garland, Jason J. Lots of shame in that Jason room tonight. Yep. Nothing is perfect. Can you do an impersonation of Patterson trolling this team after the game? Yeah, if Jeff Patterson was in the locker room after this game, he'd be like, so, Coach Talkett, do you think if you guys would have scored more goals tonight, you would have had a better chance to win the game? How disappointed are you in your team for not scoring that many goals? And I just wanted to just double check again, just to be sure. The rift between JT Miller and Pedersen, is that the reason you guys lost tonight? Is it a big enough distraction that nobody's actually able to focus on the game? Was the minus 20 temperature too cold for you guys to get started here tonight, Rick Talkett? Oh, and just the double check. Is the rift between JT Miller and Pedersen really what's bringing your team down right now? That's my best impersonation of Jeff Patterson. How did it make you feel 2-1 St. Louis. Yep. St. Louis leads the Flames right now. Everyone getting the swear jar out for me because I'm dropping lots. Be positive. Zach, nice game tonight, eh, buddy? Laugh out loud. Jazz, Leafs suck! Major's laughing it up. See, they noticed Josh lack of presence. Yep, that's what it is. Major liked my impersonation of Jeff Patterson. Toymaker, coaching change before it's too late. If they wait too long, the season will be done. I like Talkit, but they respond well to coaching bumps. Might. PK, the S show continues for this team. Glad I didn't pay good money to watch them play. Good to hear, Milosh. Mohammed, Canucks hasn't played with a full roster yet. Unlike the Jets, they have a good chemistry going on. This is true, Mohammed. That is a good point. They can't get their chemistry going, can they, with the Canucks? No. And then Major Tao says that nothing is perfect. You have to use your inner Kermit the Frog and you will get Patterson. Okay.
It's not easy being green. So what I'm thinking is that I speak like Kermit the Frog and then I sound like Jeff Patterson. Is the rift between Pedersen and Miller really affecting this team right now? Can we get Miss Piggy out here?
And Zach's like, Habs suck. Yeah, we can all agree that the Habs suck. D. Giuseppe loses the puck at his own blue line. Puck hits the ref. 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Offside. Jets have to take up. Jazz, guys, chill. This team, this is a good team. Doesn't mean we are the worst, but you know who is? Leafs. True. Major Chat like the impersonation. Mohammed, I believe the Canucks will play better in the next game. I do too. Jake's takes. Alrighty, folks, I'm a go. Have a fantastic night. And thanks for the stream as always, Russ. You're very welcome. Hey, Drenica, welcome back, brother. Go Canucks, go! Got 4 minutes to come back. Drenica, what's the betting odds that the Canucks will come back in this game? Exactly 4 minutes left to go into the third period, and the puck goes out of play. Oh, mercy me. Oh, mercy me. Zach's not happy. Rome at Jake Steak Hockey. Have a great night. See you next time. Yeah, and you will see Jake next time because he will be on the show on Thursday during the second intermission. We're gonna do our half season review with Jake Takes Hockey on Thursday during the second intermission. Zoe, at least they aren't last. Yep, correct. They're in the middle. Major Joe, Jazz. Actually, Nashville is the worst, and they crushed us. Yep. Bye, y'all. Good night, except to you, Russ, for causing this. It's not my fault, Big Hog. You should have scored more. 1 goal wasn't enough, Big Hog. Toymaker, we celebrate not getting shut out. Yep, that's the silver lining. We are getting our revenge for my Brock brother. Better luck next time, Canucks. 1 more goal. Yeah, Mohammed's got it. 1 more goal. 1 more goal. Come on. 1 more goal. Say it together. 1 more goal. And Jazz is just wiping away a single tear. My 1 goal is more than you'll score, Russ. Get out, Russ. The whole stream has turned against me. I introduced you to my brother, and then my wife loves me. That's nice. PK, trade EP40 to Buffalo for Thompson and Power. Let Big Hog take over. Hachiko, 7-1, I scored. Mike Torrance, 1 more shot is the prey. Let's have a vote. All right, let's have a vote then. Ooh, my wife's like, this isn't a democracy. Ryan. Big hog. Okay. Probably our last poll question for the night, everyone. Let's see what you guys think. There's your vote. As demanded. Yes, Jazz. Jazz, we will actually be good in late January, though, to the playoff, buddy. All good. PK, trade Miller to New York for a stake in MSG. Aquilini would love the income. Yep, that is true. You can make some money off of it. Toymaker, I want to see some fights now, like the Charleston Chiefs. Man, that would be what would be going on if this was old school hockey. Hunter, bad game. Mohammed, Russell, would you trade Pedersen? No, I would not trade Pedersen. I don't think either Miller or Pedersen are going to get traded. Tyler Myers loses the puck right in the slot. The puck comes out to center, mercifully. Hashtag one more goal. Hashtag one more goal, says Matt from the future. Let's make a comeback, says Hunter. Hronek, have a good night, buddy. Just stopped by to give you a little like. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that for you taking the effort to come by and give me a like. We'll see you next time, Mr. Hronek. Toymaker, put on the foil. Yeah. What are you doing? I'm putting on the foil. Come back, Hunter. Dobby. Hell yeah, foil. Guys, vote for Big Hog or Ryan. Please. Ms. Piggy, Blues win. Good to hear. The Blues did win. Vote for me, says Big Hog. Thank you, Russell, says Mohammed. I wouldn't trade PD or Miller unless, says Major Tao. Yet leaving us suspense. Trade PD for Marchment. Marchand? I thought I'd show you guys Dobby's just for a second because you guys, I don't think you got to see him tonight, right? So, haha, Myers gives up the puck by stepping on it. Yep, he is the chaos giraffe. Where's Dobby's treat? Let's get Russell to 1,000. Thanks, Jazz. Big Hog hockey love. Please vote for me. He's gonna cry because we're losing. Big Hog, Dobby. Major Tao, Dobby. Big Mac, Dobby. Jazz, Dobby. Hachiko, Dobby. Calvin 99 Charlie, Dobby. KG Bradley, sorry I've been quiet tonight. I'm tired and it hasn't been a good one, obviously. It's all good, KJ. I appreciate that you're here anyways. Superman. Zach, Dobby. Jazz, Dobby. PK, come on, talk. Pull your freaking goalie and see if your team can score 6 goals to win this, baby. 49 seconds left to score 6 goals. Jazz is like, Dobby. Big Hog, if y'all vote for me, then I'll kidnap Dobby and clone him. Toymaster, border collie mix, nice looking dog. Had one too. Dobby's actually a miniature Aussie Shepherd. He's a mini Aussie, but definitely does have that border collie look to him. The tricolor mini Aussie. PK, but don't call a timeout though. Yeah, no, he won't. I'm sharing this to the whole school. If your account blows up, thank me. Thank you very much, Jazz. I appreciate you. Share it to the school. 8 seconds left to go in the game. Cute Rex. Yeah, W is a cutie. Major Tau, PK at PK. Hachiko group therapy session it will be taking place at Rogers Arena tonight at 8. Be there because we all know we need the therapy after this. Yep. Jason J, what do you think Taka's excuse will be tonight? Jazz says Canucks have lost. Swerve and Irvin, sometimes I think about things I could have done instead of putting my energy into Canucks fandom. Yeah. I started off as a Fortnite streamer, and suddenly I'm a Canucks streamer. I might be changing that decision these days. Same, Irvin. Jason J. Talk will say, but the Jets are hard. I mean, they might say the Jets are hard. Ah, giggity. All right, let's get Dustin over here. I'm sick and tired of being alone. Dustin. What the heck was that?
Stop. They're already dead.
Yeah, well, we're going to completely change the narrative because right now we would normally just start talking about the game, but we didn't talk about the Abbey Canucks. We're going to distract ourselves and start off this post-game show by talking about the Abbey Canucks.
The Abbey Canucks coming off a 6-game losing streak, returning home this weekend to face against the Henderson Silver Knights. And happy to report they got off the losing skid and took both those games with wins, getting a 4-1 victory and a 4-2 victory this weekend on Friday and Saturday over those Silver Knights. In game 1, we had Linus Karlsson leading the way with 2 goals. He got his 7th and 8th of the season, bringing him up to 13 points in 13 games played. The guy has been absolutely lights out since returning from injury, really finding his offensive touch this season, which is really great to see. And also adding 2 goals in the same game was Ty Mueller, and one of those was assisted as well by Linus Karlsson. So really good stuff out of our top line there that game. Niels Oman finding the score sheet again with an assist as well. He had been struggling to get some offense going, so really good stuff there Friday night. All the scoring came in the first and second period, so there was nothing going on in the third. So the Canucks were able to shut it down defensively in the third period, killed off some penalties. There was some misconducts handing out for some rough stuff after some whistles and things in the third period, but nothing major happening. Nikita Tolopilo stopping 29 of 30 shots against that game to secure the win. So a very strong game from him in game 1. Really good stuff. All positive things coming out of that game. And then they backed it up Saturday night with another 4-2 victory. Just picking up right where they left off, taking the lead from the first period 1-0. We had Sammy Blais, who has recently returned from injury as well, getting his 3rd of the season, assisted from Otu Ratu and Christian Wolanin. And then in the second period, we traded goals with Henderson, Arshdeep Baines getting his 3rd of the year, which is good to see him finding the score sheet. He was in a bit of a slump as well. And then in the third period, Oman getting on the score sheet with a goal, and Ty Glover rounding out the scoring for the Canucks on the weekend there to make that one 4-2. And in that one, it was Artur Shilov's shutting it down, stopping 21 of 23 shots against. So good goaltending tandem on the weekend, some good offense. It was nice after losing 6 straight to get home against the last place team in the division and get back on the right side of the score sheet there.
It's good that we can talk about a Canucks victory, even if it's not the Vancouver Canucks. 2 wins over the weekend against the Vegas Golden Knights farm team, the Henderson Silver Knights. And then it looks like we are into the first period between the Ontario Reign and the Abbotsford Canucks over there in Abbotsford.
Yes, we are underway. Ontario opened the scoring early. It was kind of all Ontario early in this one. And then we did have a fight, which kind of, we had Dino Cambites getting out there and kind of sparking the team. And we've had just a Linus Karlsson beating Phoenix Copley for his 9th goal of the season, assisted by Eric Brandstrom, playing his first game for the Abbotsford Canucks after clearing waivers, and Niels Oman. So they have tied it up with about 3 minutes to go in the first period. Actually, now we're down to about 2 minutes to go in the first period. So hopefully looking to keep that winning streak going against a very strong Ontario Reign. They are currently in 3rd place in the division, and the Canucks are down around 7th just one game above 500 right now after that 6-game losing streak kind of put them behind the 8 ball a bit. So looking to gain some points in the standings here tonight by getting a victory over the Ontario Reign.
Yeah, which is the LA Kings farm team, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So on not to clarify for anyone in chat there, when I say Ontario Reign, we're talking about Ontario, California, which is just outside of LA, not Ontario, Canada.
I literally didn't know that until you told me that right now. I was like, why would you, as an LA team, want to have your farm team in Canada on the other coast? But that actually makes sense now.
So there you go, little geography lesson for you folks out there in YouTube land.
Swervin' Irvin says, "Hey Dustin, thanks for reminding me that Sammy Blais is still alive."
You're welcome. Yeah, no, he actually started the season really well down there in Abbotsford, looking like he was returning from his knee issues and starting to find his stride again, and then went down with another injury. So he's back recently and hoping to pick, and he's basically picked up right where he left off. He's starting to get on the score sheet again. So maybe some veteran insulation down the road. Closer to playoff time, especially given the lack of scoring that our guys are struggling with right now.
Yeah, Sammy Blais winning the cup with St. Louis a couple years back.
Yes, we could use some of that St. Louis style January run and turning the season around, couldn't we?
Yeah. I'm just going to keep on letting chat do the interviewing. KJ Brazy, how did Hronek look?
Tired. He looked like obviously a guy who's missed 7 weeks. Not the greatest performance. Obviously got taken off of the top pairing about halfway through the game. I think we saw other guys kind of shuffling through with Hughes. Little alarming to see Juleson out there with Hughes from time to time, but I wouldn't say it was a bad game for Hronek, but obviously when you're coming off that long of an injury, there's going to be some rust. And when you're going against a high-powered team like Winnipeg, it's hard to kind of evaluate a one guy's game in a game that ends 6-1. Obviously, the entire team didn't play well, so it's tough to be like, yeah, Hronek did great. No one really did great in this one, but really, he looks good, skated well. So obviously the lower body procedure that he had isn't bothering him right now. It really just looks like rust and needs to get back up to game speed. 7 weeks is 7 weeks. So
Hunter, how is Dakota Joshua's injury looking?
I don't think we've had an update on Joshua in the last little bit. I would imagine we'll get some update on him when the team gets home. I don't think he made the road trip, so I would expect an update from him on Thursday morning when we get a game day interview from Talkit. I'm sure he'll be asked about Joshua and his progress. It didn't look like it was going to be a serious long-term thing. I believe he's still listed as day-to-day, so we'll have to see. But once he's off the injured list, then there's absolutely no more excuses for these guys.
I think the most recent thing I've heard about Joshua was it sort of a week-to-week kind of thing. So it was similar probably to the assessment that we got from Pedersen and Hughes. So it could be a couple days or it could be next week or something like that. So Hunter, I hope that answers your question on that one. Try and guess who's the only player on the Canucks roster that was not a minus tonight.
Let's see here. The only player, well, I mean, obviously would be the only player who scored.
Yes. It's funny too, because he, like, even the line that he was out with at the time, it looks like they were all a -2 at the point. So Hoglander is literally the only player on the entire roster tonight that was or he was even, so he wasn't a minus. But yeah, everyone else was a -1 at least. Sherwood's a -2. Forbert's a -2. Myers is a -2. And Myers still hitting 20 minutes in ice time tonight. So that's something we've talked about, is with Hronek coming back in the lineup, you're hoping to see Tyler Myers' minutes come down. But obviously, going back to Hronek, it's probably going to be one of those things where you know, it's going to take him a minute to get back up to that like 23 minutes that he was playing before his injury, right?
Yeah, and I mean, Hronek too even played 20 minutes tonight. It was needed when you're getting filled in by the Jets, but um, I just don't understand how we don't have anyone that'll just get mad and turn it the other way. We just have no emotion this year when we're getting beat like this. We just kind of take it. Um, I don't know. Thinking about last year, we would get beat. We'd have a couple games where we got beat pretty badly, like 7-1. I think there was a 9-1 game. And then we bounced back and we went on long win streaks. This season doesn't feel like that vibe. Just given that we haven't won a back-to-back game since, I think it was November 29th. December 1st was the last back-to-back that we've won. And the last back-to-backs in regulation, I think we got to go all the way back to November 23rd to 26th. So that's not good. That means you're pretty much playing 500 hockey the entire season. And this is why we're currently on the outside looking in of a playoff spot. Sometimes you need to try and outscore your problems. And when you're down 3-0 and you come out in the second period and get scored on 39 seconds in, I mean, you can play all the defense in the world, but that's not going to help you when you're that far behind.
KJ Brazias is Tuckett's job on the line.
I don't know if it. See, the thing is we've built a structure defensively that is cup contender worthy when it's on its game. I mean, tonight, obviously, we didn't see the best defensively. Everyone has been playing with certain partners for the last 7 weeks, and all of a sudden it got all mixed up. So you're not used to the communication all of a sudden. You're not used to the nuances of each player. So things aren't as automatic. It takes 2 or 3 games to get into the swing of playing with a certain player. They're mid-season, so it shouldn't take too long for the pairings to get more comfortable, but that is obviously something that will be a bit of an issue in this game. That being said, I think they need someone who is more offensive minded in the new game and knows how to play the new style of the hockey game. They need a more experienced coach, I think, to help out with the offense. I just don't think Yogi's the guy. And unfortunately, I think management doesn't really want to admit it. They keep trying to deflect to find other reasons and other issues. But when you really boil it down, the major difference in this team from last year to this year is the offensive structure and the lack of shots and the lack of production. I mean, you can say it's down league wide and you can use all the excuses that, everyone's all stars are struggling to score and this, that, and the other thing. But then you come up against Winnipeg and you get filled in and you see even when they're up 5-0, they keep the pedal to the metal. They didn't slow down. They kept coming at us. I mean, they got 20 shots in the second period and they were up 5-0. So that is the signs of a team that wants to win and will do anything to win. And I just don't feel like we get that from the Canucks. Like, no one's willing to do everything. Like, no one's going all in right now. And that's a bit of a scary thing when you got certain people wearing A's on their chest. Quinn's doing everything he can game in, game out as a captain to lead by example, but he's not the guy who's going to go out there and be physical. That's not his job. So someone's got to get angry and got to channel it the right way. I mean, Miller looks checked out. A lot of his back check and his effort tonight was not great. It doesn't look like the Miller of last year who would do anything for this team to win. He looks like he's going through the motions and just earning a paycheck right now. And a lot of them look like that. And it's really frustrating coming off of such a clean victory against Toronto to lay this type of egg in Winnipeg is is really upsetting when you're coming home off a road trip. You also had two days off, so you can't use being tired as an excuse. I'm really curious to hear what Tocchet has to say about the game tonight. What do you think was the major issue with tonight's game?
They didn't show up at all. Like they maybe had a couple good shifts to start. Like we just got a question from Hunter, is PD doing good? And like PD to start this game looked like he was going to be having another beast mode game, right? But
Yeah,
then it just all
he looked
fizzled
great.
out, right? Like immediately.
Well, I think it was a good start for the team in general, and then this is something that wasn't affecting the team last year. A bad bounce and an unlucky goal ends up in the back of the net, and it just completely deflated the team and completely changed the game. Like, bad bounces are going to happen. You can't fall in and give up and be sad. You got to turn around and make something of it. But instead, they fell back. They started to get worried and they play scared. And then suddenly it's 3-0, and you have to completely change the way you were going to approach the game. And they just don't have that style anymore of offense that can get out of a 3-0 deficit. I mean, when we're down 2-1 or down 2 goals, yeah, sometimes I feel like we can get there, but when we're down 3 goals right now, this team, I just don't have the confidence in this team like I did last year, where they would come back with these miraculous comebacks and play with desperation.
Calvin 99 Charlie, who stood out for you besides Lanky?
Positively or negatively?
Yeah, I was gonna say
could have gone either way. Negatively, Miller definitely stood out on a couple of the efforts that he put out there today and lack thereof. Positively, I thought Höglander and his line had a decent game. I thought Forbert actually had a pretty good game. He got a couple of shots on net, getting shots through. He looked pretty good out there. But yeah, not a lot of good out there tonight from the team. You know, Miller was really poor in the face-off dot tonight. I think he was let well under 50%. It was just kind of a loss by committee. The whole team not really putting forth their best effort, but still, I'm looking for that guy, the glue guy. We just don't have it, and I've talked about it all season. It still feels the same way since week 1. Everyone's healthy except Joshua again, like we for the beginning of the year. Can Joshua come back and make that big of a difference? I don't know.
Swerve and Irvin says, speaking of paychecks, what kind of contract is Brock Besser going to get command at this rate? Because obviously, with him being as streaky as he is, do you think this season has affected the amount of money he's going to get? Or is it pretty much just like par for the course? He's still going to be looking for that $8 million for 8 years.
Well, I think it's going to for sure affect his value on the market. Obviously, there's still half a season to go. He could catch fire, and this whole team could get on a roll, right? And suddenly he's got 35 goals or something at the end of the year. That being said, when you look at the foot speed and just the overall game of Brock Besser, if he's not with a playmaker who can get him the puck, he's not going to be as productive. He's not the type of guy that you pay to be the difference maker. Yes, he can score, and yes, he's a good shooter, but he needs some talented insulation. So in that sense, you know, I hesitate to give him the large amount, and I also hesitate to give him the term that he's looking for. Like, I think he wants to sign his retirement deal. But yeah, I just don't think you can commit that to him right now. That being said, there is speculation that the cap is going up to $9 million next season, which could change a lot of things when it comes into free agency and re-signing some guys. And there's other pieces that obviously need to be signed as well. So we cannot overcommit to someone like Brock Besser. I love Besser. I love everything he's brought to this club. But at the end of the day, it's a business, and you got to think about what's best for the team in the long run, and getting to that Stanley Cup, and signing Besser long term for high dollars is just not, for me, not a wise decision.
3 stars of the night. Take a wild guess at who the first star was.
JT Miller.
Yeah, it was JT Miller,
I mean, it's got
Jake DeBrusk, and Phil DiGiuseppe.
Yes, absolutely. Of course. I mean, well deserved. No, I mean, it's got to be Kyle Connor. Yeah. He's I mean, you get a natural hat trick in the first period, you pretty much solidify your first star.
Second star?
Yeah, that I mean, the Canucks did manage to get 24 shots on net, so I guess Hellebuck might have gotten some consideration there.
Second star, Hellebuck. Third one, I don't think you're gonna get. He got 3 assists.
Third one, I have no clue. I mean, if you go maybe Niederreiter, he had a goal and an assist.
Velarde ended up getting it. He's got the 3 assists tonight. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, 3 assists,
fair enough, right?
Fair
but
enough.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hellebuck,
take your pick.
1 goal against and a 9.58 save percentage, right? So, I mean, but one of the, I mean, he gave up a goal, and that's more than he usually does. And then even looking at the scoreboard too, like Niels Hoglander, his goal ends up being unassisted, right? Because he steals the puck off a player, skates it in all of his own. So literally 1 point went out to Vancouver Canucks players tonight.
Yeah, not a good performance offensively. And I mean, you can say all the things you want, like, oh, Hellebuck's a Vezina goalie and this and that. And, oh, the Canucks did get some shots on net. But how many of those shots on net tonight felt like they were going to end up in the back of the net?
They looked like my shot. They looked like muffins, right? Like
they were all perimeter, wrist shots, nothing other than the Hoglander shot that was bar down, like short side over the shoulder, like just a perfectly placed shot. Really no dangerous chances tonight. It kind of felt like the Carolina game, only against a very high-powered team.
KJ Brazy wants to know if there's anyone that the Canucks should be targeting as a for a trade. Is there a specific player you think that is high on the list?
Given the defensive metrics that this team has been able to build, I think, yes, we would like a puck-moving defenseman. However, we have the shutdown style of defense that you need to win a championship.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm looking for a top 6 winger with some speed and a bit of grit. It's really the thing we're lacking right now is speed on those top 6. In the top 6, we're not low, but we're also not the fastest team in the league. So we need someone who can carry the puck with speed through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, so we have more options than the dump and chase. We gotta widen the playbook a little bit, and moving a couple players or prospects or a draft pick in a draft that's, they really don't even know who's going to go first next year. There's no like solid first overall pick. So moving your first round draft pick next year really probably doesn't hurt the organization much. If the goal this year is to win a Stanley Cup, then they got to go after a big fish. One of the biggest issues right now is the parity in this league. When you look in the East, I mean, the team that's 9 spots out of a wild card is only 6 points back of the wild card. Like, they're not going to start selling their players if they're that close. So, last year there were a lot of teams that were definitively out of it by now.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we might have to wait right to the deadline to see where everyone sits and where all the dominoes fall. Like, I know we've gotten used to Alvin and Rutherford pulling the trigger early, But if you can't find a dance partner and get the proper value out of a trade, then you really don't want our organization sending our guys away for a bag of pucks or not getting what we need back, just for the sake of shaking things up and just for the sake of making a trade. Do I want to see it? Yes. Do I think it'll happen? It's really hard to say because the market right now is really tight for trades. There's no one really moving up or down or falling way out of it. So until that starts happening, unless there's magic pulled off by Alvin or some serendipitous trade falls out of the sky, I would expect another couple weeks of this roster that we got right now.
Looking at the standings, Tampa Bay sits 13th overall in the entire standings with 49 points. And you go all the way down to 28th, which is Seattle, and that's 41 points. So we got 8 points that are separating 15 teams.
Exactly. So that's why it's so hard to find a trade partner right now. And you don't want to end up overpaying. So it's, yeah, it's tough.
Last question from chat I'm going to take here from Rome. Toronto and Winnipeg are measuring sticks. How do we stack up against the top teams after these two performances against the Leafs and the Jets? And I think the answer is probably, who knows, because Canucks are chaos.
Yeah, until we find our identity and decide if we're going to be the team that played against Toronto or if we're going to be the team that's played against the Jets. You know, because there's also the team that played against Florida and beat Florida Panthers, and then there's the team that played against Carolina that couldn't score. It's been a Jekyll and Hyde season all year. I'd love to say that in a 7-game series, if we have home ice advantage, we might lose that series. So, I mean, given that we're kind of trying to sneak in and we're playing on the road more, you know, maybe we like our odds in a road series, but we're just playing the type of hockey that is a dangerous game to play. It's a fine line between dropping 10 spots in the standings and climbing 3 or 4 spots in the standings. It could happen in a week with the parity in the league. So we need to figure out either something internally needs to change. We need to either bring up a couple of the guys from the young club and sit some of our guys, or I mean, I know that's difficult to do with the cap and things like that, but something has to change because we can't keep doing one good game, one bad game, one good game, one bad game, one good game. This pattern can't continue. It won't be a success in the long run. So yeah, I don't know what the answer is. I wish I did.
Okay, I lied. One more last question from KJ Brazy. Should we have kept Sprong for his offense?
Oh, that's a tough one. Given the news that we now know about Sprong and why he has been kind of moved around for the last couple of years, given his legal issues with an assault charge against an IndyCar driver, no, you don't want that kind of negative issues around your team, especially when it hasn't been settled and there's still court proceedings and things to happen. So there's going to be distractions around that player. Everyone knows his talent. He doesn't belong in the AHL. Like, he played a game down there for Coachella, scored 2 goals and got an assist and just looked like miles better than any other player on the ice. However, you reap what you sow, and if you go out and do something like that and then the truth finally comes out, you know, it's tough to, you know, I believe in second chances and things like that, but he doesn't seem to have owned it and kind of got in front of it like he should have. It came out a couple years later in the wrong ways, and I just think Sprong's best left where Sprong is.
Yep, down in the minors.
Good questions, though.
Yeah, thanks everyone. That made it easier because I'm really, I'm not happy with how the Canucks played tonight. So it was hard for us to like sit here and try and come up with anything to talk about because, like Dustin says, it's Jekyll and Hyde. Like you never know, it's chaos. You never know which Canucks team is going to show up. So who knows? Got the Kings on Thursday night, 7:00 back at home. I think playing at home might be a nice cure for the Canucks, but they are playing against another really defensive team in LA.
I mean, it might be the lowest shot total game we see in the history of the NHL on Thursday.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what happens. We'll see what kind of lines they run at practice. See who gets back into the lineup. I hope the Lecker-Mackey down the line experiment is over. He's doing his best, but you're neutralizing his offense by not putting him with offensive players.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing well, trying to work the board battles and stuff, but I mean, he gets into the shooting areas, but no one can get him the puck. So he's really got to play in your top six if he's going to be with the big club. If they're not going to play him in the top six and send him back to the AHL so he can have some confidence and score goals at a high pace. So I would expect maybe a change to see Sasson or someone like that coming back in on Thursday. And maybe I don't know. I'd like to say a trade's coming, but who knows? Who knows?
Okay, Dustin. We'll leave it at that. Yeah, so we'll talk to you on Thursday, I guess, when the Canucks face LA at home at Rogers Arena.
Absolutely, and I hope it's better news.
Yeah, me too, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your evening, brother.
You as well, and thank you, chat, for the good questions. We will talk to everyone very soon. Have a great night.
Dustin Boydell, everyone, the Silver Fox, stopping by to help us out with the post-game show. Thank you, everyone who submitted a question as well. That was good. Helping us out doing this hard post-game show here on this night where the Canucks lose 6-1 against the Winnipeg Jets. I was wrong. I thought it was going to be 5-0 for the Winnipeg Jets. It is still a 5-goal loss, so pretty close. Yeah. What do you say about a game when you lose 6-1? Brutal. Canucks did not show up tonight. Niels Hoglander, the only one on the roster that actually had even on the plus-minus scale, which is crazy. Every single other player on the entire team was a minus, which is hilarious. So, yeah. What a wild night. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Zach says GG. Big Hog says Riot. Jets are wicked hard. Says Swervin' Irvin. Toymaker, what do you do, Russ? Fire coach or make trades? I would start with making trades, Toymaker. That's what I would do to start. PK, the terror finally ends for now. Good night. YVR, may the Nucks piss on your frosted flakes again next game. Thank you, PK. Don't be wicked, says Zoe. Rome says Talkett throws darts and it landed on the excuse. Well, it's been a long road trip. Reasonable crashed out, says Jazz. Big Mac, night all. Until next game. Major Tau, I would start with trades. Yeah, Major Tau. Big Mac. Bye, Big Mac, says Rome. KJ Brazy, that was a tough watch. Yep, you're right. Mohammed, thank you, Russell, for the streaming. Much appreciated. Have a great evening and see you in the next game. We'll see you too, Mohammed. Thanks for being here. Big Hog, at least I scored. Yeah, you did score, buddy. You did. Zoe says toodles. And then Hunter says, Big Mac. And then Mike Torrance says, thanks, mods. And thanks, Russ. Thank you, Mike Torrance, for being here. Major Chow, I would also have a long discussion with Talkett about hashtag number of shots. Rome says, at Toodles, at Zoe. Toymaker, later, everyone. I'm outie. See you later, Toymaker. Major Tau, making music, buckets, fire, snakes, Canada, fish, home, cash giraffe, broccoli. Rome says, bye at Toymaker. Pazalinen says, go, Kings, go. Hunter, is Tucker Poolman still injured? Yes, Tucker Poolman is still injured, Hunter. Who scored first? It was Kyle Connor. Kevin 99 Charlie, Hoglander for us. Yep. Nick H, we don't have any fighters or tough players on this team. Pedersen and Hughes are skilled players, but not tough enough, in my opinion. They are more smaller players also. Yep. I'm hockey depressed, says Swerve and Irvin. JT is that guy, says KJ to Nick H. JT can be that guy. He wasn't tonight, though. KJ, I would say no. Rutherford and Tocchet are good buddies. Yeah. How did Petey go? He looked good to start and then kind of disappeared like everyone else. Rome, Nick, I wish Pedersen weighed 200 pounds. He'd be way more effective. He's 170 soaking wet right now. He needs more muscle. Yeah, he needs to fill out more. I can't believe he hasn't filled out more. Excuse me, hiccup. Calvin 99 Charlie, by the end of the third, the Jets had 28 shots. Oh, sorry. By the end of the second is what Calvin said. Swerve and Irvin, AJ, future considerations. KJ. Yeah, what the Canucks could be trading for, future considerations. Yeah, we'll get some more Hachiko and Hoglander. Drew Richards, night everyone. See you next game. Hart. See you later, Drewski. Thanks for being here. Hunter says bye. Jazz says, Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Good times never been so good. So good. So good. Finish it off. He was so cheap, says KJ. Yeah. I was trying my hardest to think of a good question. It was a good question. Had no idea about the legal troubles. Yeah, that's why we keep Dustin around, because I didn't know about the legal troubles either. We're learning together. Rome at Richards, have a good night. KJ, the team started to fall apart when Kuzi got traded. That might be true. We need more bananas in the locker room. KJ Brazy, Kuzmenko never fit into Tocchet's system. He did well under Boudreau's running gun style. This is true. Milosh says, night, Dusty. Rome says, thanks, Dusty. Great insights. KJ says he was clearly a locker room guy. Yep. Kept it all smiles. He's so funny. I won't be here next game. We'll be at Rogers Arena. KJ, that's so cool. Enjoy the game against LA. Rome says, yeah, loved Kuzi's positivity. Swerving over. Sell the team, Francesco. Milosh says, good night, Russell. Thanks for the stream. You're very welcome, Milosh. Thanks for being here. Rome says, KJ Brazy, you can be Russ's game insider. KJ, if you want to be my insider, just shoot me an email. nothingisperfectyt@gmail.com. Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, KJ, if you do want to come on the show, perfect. At gmail.com. Yeah, if you want to be in Nothing is Perfect Insider, shoot me an email at this email, which I just put in chat, nothingisperfectyt@gmail.com. KJ, if you're still here. If not, enjoy the game. Okay. It's over. Canucks lost 6-1. We're going to call it there. We're going to be back live on Thursday, January 16th, 7 o'clock against the LA Kings. I appreciate everyone who's been here tonight. Let's quickly, before we go, have a look at the fan funding that we had. Paragolfer Pro, Dustin dropping 10 gifted memberships, and they all went out today, which was nice to see. Major Tau dropping a $2 dono, pull the goalie depending on his confidence. And then Major Tau also dropping a $5 dono. Hattie for Hogs, LFG Parade is back on. You'll love to see it. That's very, very cool. Thank you, everyone who donated tonight. Chico, thanks for being here. And yeah, we'll be live again on Thursday. LA Kings. Hopefully the Canucks can do better than they did tonight. Everyone cross. Oh, we do have a poll question running here too. Let's quickly finish that off. We'll actually see who's going to be the live streamer on Thursday. Okay. Thank goodness I won the poll. That was a close one. But at the end of the day, you guys wanted me back. So I will be back on Thursday with me taking 48% of the votes. So not quite a majority, but we did end up getting Russ with the biggest votes. Thank you everyone for being here. I appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by and hitting that like button and subbing and all that kind of stuff and joining. You're amazing. I appreciate you. Yeah, 7 o'clock Thursday against the Kings. We're going to have Jake's Takes Hockey. Thanks to my brother for being here. Thanks for Dustin to being here. And my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. Make sure that you make good choices.